in the midfield was
reading that shit like that, bruh? What the fuck happened with that goal? Who the fuck is reading that shit like that?
And here we go.
Hey yo, what's kicking SMB Squad? We're back with another live stream, back with another YouTube video, and we are watching the EU Online Qualifier 6. And we're not gonna start with the switch stage. I mean, switch stage ain't it's interesting to look at because you never know what's gonna happen. But most of the time, a lot of the times, it normally goes as you would expect. But every now and again, you'll get some surprises, especially with Carmen Court this year because they've been tripping. Pretty sure they don't even get to go to Worlds this year. They definitely not going to Major 2, but that's also like they ain't going to Worlds too. So that's the crazy part about it. So Carmen Court season is over, if I'm not mistaken. Which sucks to say because Carmen Court is my favorite EU team. Vati is my favorite Rocket League player. Then after that, probably Zen and then Outjack. In that order. Vati, Zen, Outjack for me. And I'm going to be a little biased with Outjack because he on my favorite team, my favorite NA team, which is Gen G. So, anyways, chat, let's hop right into it, man. I ain't finna waste no time. Y'all know I don't be fucking off with y'all, bruh. Let's do it.
Yeah, how good did BDS look in that open qualifier number 5? But they've got to back it up here. Spot on the major, a spot at the major on the line for them as well. Let's get into it.
Well, here's Matane starting us off. He's got no challenge.
Off the rip, endpoint getting a goal.
Crunches through.
If you're looking for the best case scenario, game one, you've got to right here, Matane. As you said, the low 50, so smart. Just goes to fake the flip.
He dodged the demo.
On the ground. It's the first goal on the board. Endpoint, here we go.
I'm just looking at the players and the names that we've got on Endpoint, and you know, full respect to the fact that they have stayed relevant as long as they have with ever-changing Rocket League scene. See these players, Toxic maybe a bit of a new one.
What is BDS doing right now?
Matane and Arju are doing phenomenally well to start this off.
This has got to be the fastest brace against BDS in history. 15 seconds in, he's gone bang bang, and Endpoint, well, I tell you what, game one is theirs if they can just lock in, but this is the mindset. Does it switch now, Shogun? You've got a 2-goal lead. Do you keep pushing the button, or do you start thinking about maybe playing a little bit more conservative?
Yeah, the good news is they've got a 2-goal lead. The bad news is the game's barely started just yet.
And chat, I heard Monkey Moon missed the goal that caused them to get knocked out versus Resolve.
Like him to maybe regain form. He's not going to do it with his car in pieces.
So we're going to see how he bounced back. That was last open qualifier, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to see how he bounced back from
because if they do, and
we're going to see how he bounced back from that.
Regaining that form. Got to ride the wave here. Toxic tried to get the infield, almost ricocheted into Monkey Moon's car. Exotic now infield to Drali, who wants to try and right some wrongs from the start of this game. Doesn't quite get it. In comes
a little too slow, too high.
And he's hit the crossbar. BDS Fatten's hoping that is not a sign of things to come.
He's certainly made that one of his friends so far, this Blue Monkey Moon, but let's see if that is a trend for the rest of the series. Here he is again, takes it up. So the reset, early challenges come through, but they're not found as Rally now looks for the early flick and does land it. Arju, nice clear. The pressure, they're starting to build the stranglehold here. It's a nice infield from Drali. And as I said, the offense is starting to build for BDS. Much better here after that first 15 seconds, which only can be described as catastrophic.
Catastrophic, but also distant past when it comes to Rocket League. Matane, though, a little bit too quick. Monkey Moon's going to hold his ground. Popping up to the air. We'll see what Toxic can come up with. A little bit too easy for
nice cut off.
Now I just got baited in. So now the breakaway. Backboard, read it. What a stop.
Wow, good defense by Endpoint.
Slam shut in his face.
Oh, you just tell with Drally as well. It's one of those scenarios. He's just going to be going another crossbar. Saved again.
Wow.
This again. Please. BDS.
Scriptwriters, come on, grow up. All right, you don't have to copy paste. We're not having this a second time in a row. Exotic backboard looks for it. Matane takes it away.
I mean, even the opener for Drally Shogun, he took so long to line that up. He looked like a plat 3.
He ran out of fucking boost.
Goal in ranked. And that's the reason that the Endpoint could get back in time if he just had the confidence to go. Surely it's a first goal, another infield save. Made across this time it was Arju. BDS
If I'm not mistaken, Jolly ran out of boost, right? Or am I tripping? They're talking about he took so long.
It is turning into one of those.
We'll go back to that after this match, because I don't want to interrupt that shit. But like,
as good as BDS have been,
if I'm not mistaken, the man ran out of boost.
Throughout the majority of their season, once things go wrong, they tend to completely go
That's a
wrong.
goal.
And case in point, Matane, well, he's stolen a hat trick, but he does have a hat trick.
He's done it again. How good's that? 3 goals in 3 minutes for Matane. Goodness me, look at the overcommit. That's the frustration setting in though, Shogun. When you miss so many shots, you look at the saves, 5 saves for endpoint. The crossbar's got 6. I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. The shots are coming through. 9 shots for BDS. Yet to trouble surely now. Is anyone coming through? Exotic's got no boost. It's so slow and so not in the net.
So, 2 minutes left. No goals, somehow, for BDS. Infield, Exotic looks for a sidewall read. Leaves it for Jolly. Okay, yeah. I'm not even going to say where it hit. You already know. For those of you not with visual, you don't even need me to tell you. Here we go yet again. Toxic's got the stop. And Monkey Moon able to put the ball in.
That's just absolute class. Look at the placement from him. He's making no mistake there. Oh, every day of the week, left-hand side. And all you need is 14 shots to get 1 goal. There's motivation for anyone looking to work on their offense. Just put 14 shots on net. 1 might eventually go in. They still need 2 in 90 seconds, though.
BDS have 1 save. Literally every single time BDS have had a shot on their net, it's pretty much going in. Matane just barrels through that challenge. Toxic towards Matane on the wall. Decides he's going to try and take it by himself. Time ticking away, and Matane has a 4th of 3 shots, by the way. The statisticians are going to hate this one.
Yeah, that's not great for the shooting percentage, or really good for the shooting percentage, depending on which way you look at it. But
he scored
a nice
that
little breather there. Just give themselves a little bit of breathing room after it looked like BDS perhaps could start hitting the net. 3-goal lead is pretty insurmountable with a minute left, but we have seen it many times.
I like how all of them win their actual team.
It's just off to an absolute flyer. Monkey Moon won't be able to get a touch. The ball
Your
comes
team
through.
decal.
Saved out just by Drully, but they need it down the other end here, BDS. They're trying to force something to happen. Exotic's looking for the touch. There's
nice.
one back. 56. They still need 2, but still time left.
But yeah, I like how Endpoint actually win their team decal.
Happy with how the majority of this has been played.
Every single one of them.
Scoring,
I feel like
but they do have time
teams should do that. Like,
maybe they've got a kickoff up their sleeves to use.
We a team, my boy.
Like this one lost back corner to Exotic, who's going to go straight for the backboard, and Arju just whams it as far as he possibly can.
I mean, if you just looked at the scoreboard and you said, right, one team had 17 shots, the other team had 5. What was the scoreline? Yep. The 5-shot team won 4-2. I mean, come on. You don't see that every day of the week. As you said, it's positives with BDS that they are creating the pressure. They've been the more dominant team in terms of field control, boost usage, everything, every statistical metric, but not on the scoreboard. 20 seconds left. They need 1 more. Exotic can't work it around Arju. He's just pre-jump. They're covering that infield pass so well. But there might be one back here. Another one wide again. Can Exotic get up in time? Matane flies. The double comes through. Monkey Moon drops it down. No save. That could have been it. But it's going to be Endpoint with the first.
That earlier shot, Toxic had been bumped into the corner. It was completely open. He was never getting back in time. And it is time up. Too late.
Gotta do it.
BDS have lost
Endpoint takes game 1. Can we go back real quick, though, chat?
On earth has that happened?
Because am I tripping? Well, I'm pretty sure Jolly ran out of boost, my guy. He said he took too long on the shot. Let's see what really happened here.
Not this again. Please. BDS.
Scriptwriters, come on, grow up. All right, you don't have to copy paste.
I mean, even the opener for Drally Shogun, he took.
Look, right,
this scenario
slam shut in his face.
Oh, you can just tell with Drally as well. It's one of those scenarios. Is this going to be another crossbar saved again?
Wait, was it before this?
Popping up to the air. Let's see what Toxic can come up with. A little bit too easy for Exotic to read. And now
yeah, he out of boost.
So now on the breakaway. Backboard.
He's out of boost. What the fuck is he supposed to do? He's going as fast as he can right here, chat.
So now,
and if he boosts right here, then he's out of position. There's nothing he can do right there. There's literally nothing he can do. You talking about he took too long. there's nothing he could do.
On the breakaway.
He didn't take too long.
What a stop.
What are you talking about?
He's not able to get there before the door is slammed shut in his face.
Oh, you can just tell with Rally as well. It's one of those scenarios. This is going to be another crossbar saved again. Not this again. Please. BDS.
Scriptwriters, come on, grow up. All right, you don't have to copy
Like,
paste.
he said he took too long on the shot.
Time in a row. Exotic backboard looks for it. Matain takes it away.
I mean, even the opener for Dralishuk, and he took so long to line that up. He looked like a Plat 3 trying to score his first goal in ranked.
Said he took so long to line it up. He had no boost. That's what's tripping me out right now. The man had no boost. You talking about he took so long to line it up? My guy, he was going as fast as he could. What are you talking about? You gotta pay attention to everything, bro. You can't be out here casting and not know what you're talking about now. Come on now. And you one of the good ones. Come on. That's a mistake on your end. You want to talk about his mistake? Let's talk about yours.
They've got.
He went as fast as he could, and one shit he can do about it, chat. That's just all it was.
Nice, but
this take regulation though.
That is an overtime amount of shots. Yes, you are correct.
That is a lot of shots in 5
They
minutes.
they had a lot of shots on
Rarely
goal.
see this. Take
Johnny.
a look. Feast your eyes, ladies and gents.
Shots on-
19
wow.
shots to 6, and they've lost 4-2. Beat anyone. They look so good, but when they are a little bit off, it can create some entertaining games of Rocket League because the offense is still there. Everything is still there. The structure, the positioning. It's just that final touch, the final polish.
I mean, I've been a massive
That
BDS
should be a
believer
goal.
For
Nope.
a long time this
Wow,
season,
good defense.
especially towards the. I feel like they probably should have had
That's monkey moon for you.
win prior to this. You know, in the first major that we had, and it just never quite fell into place. And I felt like, all right, now that they've got over that hurdle, that they've won one of these events, it would unleash this squad. No longer have that worry. And let's see if that is the case. If they've managed to just get over those issues. Oh, that's going to help Crossbar. And follow-up is in from Exotic.
This time the crossbar was a teammate, not an enemy. As the pass eventuates, you
They
just
finally
see
get
a
over
huge
that little
dunk there.
crossbar
Matain in
hump.
big trouble, trying to block the net.
Splash.
But Exotic, great placement in behind
Exotic
the
love
defender,
party
and they
time.
do
I
get
don't
the
know why,
first on
but,
the ball.
hey,
They'll be
respect.
pretty happy with that one.
Yeah, they'll feel like they should be able to settle from here now and play their game rather than being 2 goals back from the very start. Although that is a really bad touch from Monkey Moon. And he's got away with that.
Yeah, he did.
Drali looking to try and chase up. Exotic moves in. That drops down. Very inviting for Monkey Moon. And Exotic steals it on the line.
I mean, there was no reason for them to change up the game plan from game 1. They just needed
Facts.
to find the net, and they do so here. Monkey Moon strikes true. Exotic gets the tap in. BDS, they've done what Endpoint did in game 1. A couple of early goals, but I think they might keep on putting the foot down.
Yeah, definitely want to set the pace from here. Drali commanding an awful lot of respect. I'm very impressed, actually, the way that Drali has bounced back. He was the one that had the most issues in that opening 15 seconds, responsible for both the goals. But, I don't know. It just does not seem like he's all that rattled by it. He really realizes just how good he is. He's good enough to go backboard, get the respect. Monkey Moon comes on in. That one's a little bit wide. But they won't be overly worried with the 2-goal leads.
Yeah, there's still glimpses of that game number
They
1.
keep putting
but
that pressure
they have
on.
Strike true a couple of times. And there's another great pass.
Good defense.
Phenomenal save from Toxic, but oh, goes for the fake. It was
there's
red
no
though.
way.
Y'all won't
He
believe
went for
how
the
hard
ultimate
that stop was
disrespect,
that he
but
just
Archer was
had.
ready in
Oh my
time.
gosh.
That could have been a
That was
hard
great
play
defense
for
right there.
tomorrow. That could have been some ankles broken worldwide, but not to be. Still a 2-goal lead here for BDS. Loving their aggression so far. This time, Endpoint's turn to attack shots come through. Monkey
Good
Moon with a
defense.
save. Able to clear it straight to Matain though. Let's get 50 by Exotic. This is the first little offensive set we've had so far for Endpoint. Just how quickly can BDS transfer it down the other end? They're having to just park up for the moment. Monkey Moon controlling it in the corner.
Yeah, I don't know how much we necessarily believe that once BDS are in defense, can Endpoint actually break them apart. It's the first time that they've had a real shot at it, and BDS looked reasonably comfortable throughout the entire time. Majority of times that they've managed to get through it has been BDS, you know, pressing forwards. It's Exotic sticking around. Matain tries to get rid of it. Instead, Monkey Moon back
Good
in.
fucking
Monkey Moon has
defense.
been
I don't think y'all
blocked.
realize what he
And it's
just
in
did.
these sort of situations where you feel like Endpoint might be able to create something.
Yeah, it's kind of what happened in game number 1. Any block, any save was just immediately
Good
on the
demo.
net like a homing missile down the other end. Great
He
shot,
couldn't
great
get that
save.
demo last minute.
Coming through.
That's tough.
Just more pressure. This is where BDS are so scary. They're just so willing to jump right in front of net. It seems risky, but just their positioning and structure, they sit so high up, and that pace often pays off. They are susceptible to a couple of counter attacks, as we did see in the first game. But for now, this is a recipe for success.
Arju tries to find Toxic. He's got no boost. There's no way he's really getting to it. BDS again, very comfortable in their final third as Matane gives his teammate a little bit of a hit. Monkey Moon, pass out. Drali looking for the sidewall double. Not going to work out, but this is BDS's pace at the moment. They are not the ones that have to go looking for a goal. They can just do what they need to do. If they get an opportunity, then they can try and strike at it. But commit one at a time.
Good defense.
Try and show off some flip resets, slow everything up.
Just the BDS that we know with that good solid defense.
You need the ones that have really got to try and set the pace here, and this might be a good chance. Off the backboard, that's a bit waste. Although Johnny's missed it. That's uncharacteristic.
Oh!
Gets there for the save, and BDS tripped over themselves.
The whifty, the double whiff comes
Even though they
through,
messed
but
up on
Monkey
defense,
Moon,
they
what a
still
save,
gotta
what a
stop.
recovery to just basketball dribble that one straight on the ground out of net. Off his own crossbar. Another shot comes through. The dunk isn't
You gotta
quite
be there,
online, and
baby.
they've completely
One of them, at
overcommitted
least.
here. Exotic with boost. Up the roof. Look at the bumps coming through. Drali and Monkey Moon trying to find the same person. With 50 seconds left. They don't need to score, but certainly handy keeping it down this end. And Drali might get the double. Matane with a nice save. But again, Endpoint struggling to get it out. And Monkey Moon wants one more. It is wide again. Even though it doesn't feel as much as game 1, they've still had 12 shots for their 2 goals. The pressure has been met. But this time, Endpoint cannot find it down the other way.
That's just good defense.
Endpoint are pretty much the perfect opponents for BDS. They are going to accept this style of play, I feel. And it does feel
That's a
like
dub for
TCG.
BDS.
BDS is to lose. If they continue to play their game, if they make sure that they are striking accurately, they should walk this. However, how many times have we said that about BDS? And it all falls apart.
Yeah, you go in so confident, and then you kind of have yourself saying, oh, wait a second. Well,
Bang.
wait a minute.
That's a goal.
It's another
Oh.
great shot. This time saved out. A few more saves for Endpoint. 7 to their own.
I
this
thought that
time.
low
6
baller would
shots
catch
as
him
well.
off
They
guard.
actually have had the same amount of shots, but 4 less goals. And how about a 4th for BDS while we're at it? That's a hat-trick for Exotic here in game 2.
Well deserved as well. Just what a beautiful catch that is. Nobody on Endpoint was expecting to have it that smooth. There was 7 seconds left. A statement made from BDS. They would have thought that the last game was a little bit of a flash in the pan. They have proven that to be the case. And this is what BDS can do. Utterly dominant in game number 2, and now it's Endpoint. They all need some answers here because, scarily enough, I feel like their best
Boom.
moments are happening when BDS are in offense. Unfortunately, also to no one's surprise, BDS's best moments are happening when BDS are in offense.
This seems to be a trend, doesn't it? BDS and on the attack. Just a casual 35 shots over the first 2 games for BDS for 6 goals. So, not exactly, they're certainly going for quantity over quality. I'd say this lineup, but
6 shots on
it
goal
is
again
pretty
for
good here.
Endpoint.
35 shots in 2 games that's open qualifier numbers. That is not something you usually see in a quarterfinal. It's heavily one-sided, and you'd have to think, as we said, the counter-attack strategy, it did work in the first game, but it is reliant on BDS not being able to hit a bundle
Let's get it,
with the
chat.
tractor. So
Let's get it. Let's
you
get
would
it.
think this had happened, or perhaps
Oh.
some huge whiffs as Monkey Moon.
Wow.
Almost, just
Now
almost.
Endpoint get hit with the crossbar
This is the
curse.
strategy. Just let him do whatever they want, because look at the pressure off the ceiling reset. Exotic, all he can do is clear it. Low boost all round for BDS. Monkey Moon has a half moon in his tank. Tarju is going to go for low 50s. He's giving up to Monkey Moon, however, he's looking for a flick downfield.
BDS fans out there, I feel so sorry for you on occasion because every time it looks comfortable, there's just a moment where you go, actually, we could make this pretty early. Although, what a passing play that is. Monkey Moon.
That was.
having
Monkey
to
Moon was
control
ready
the
though, for
team
sure.
now. Has he caught that? Yes, he has. Going to keep moving onwards. And that was pretty much killed on the line. Now Drali's attempt. What can he come up with? Always capable of just throwing something into the top plays of the day. Monkey Moon now called in. Double commit required. That one's still very awkward. Keep an eye on the boost totals. Be Matane that's really tasked with getting something put together to get his team out of this bad position. Hasn't managed to do so. That means they are locked in.
Now this BDS lineup regularly featuring in the top plays of the day and the bot plays of the day. Just like this. Someone get it in, please.
Oh my.
Corner Matane's got a triple save. Should have been 1-0. I love watching BDS. How entertaining is this?
That was old school Team Echo Zulu there from Matane. He's not going to get anywhere near
That's a
this
goal
one.
that time.
Exotic has
You can't stop that one.
This is the most padded goal record I think I've seen.
Dude, I tell you, the open nets have been found, to give BDS credit. It's the clopen nets, the close to open, that have been very, very questionable. They do strike true here in game number 3, though. A lot of pressure early. Guess what? Yep, 6 shots already here for BDS.
Smooth.
And make it 2-0.
All right, Exotic, that one was a little bit more deserved, I think. And that was utterly horrible if you're the defender. I had a look at RG. He's got to try and play the potential bump.
That was smooth.
Almost blind opposition player that's coming in from behind the ball. That was disgusting. 2-0.
That was a nice dot.
I'm
I'm gonna have to steal that out my playbook, out their playbook.
Taking the timeout because BDS
Forcing
continues
a
to play their
move.
game.
Yeah, I mean, the show's just going on, and look, it's entertaining. It's not always smooth sailing here for BDS, but you cannot deny this play style. They are all over endpoint. Even if they're not making the most of every chance, they'll make the most of 1 in 10, and they're having 30 chances a game. So it's good enough to get the job done here, BDS. And as you said, the timeout has to come through if this game number 3 goes away. It looks like.
But
it's
did he
gonna
make
go.
that?
Great
Did he
save
miss
from
that on
Exotic.
purpose
Just
or
quietly
what?
and
What's
to
good?
get the follow-up. He is a bit of a tap-in specialist in this series, stealing a couple of open nets, and he's looking like he's having fun out there.
Arju off the wall, going to try and continue up. Drani's already met him. Very early pre-jump. Here's Exotic. Not got any more boost, but his opponents don't know that, so Toxic has to play it to the side. Infield, Monkey.
That's a goal.
He just absolutely rockets that one home.
Monkey
3-0
Moon is
to
now in
BDS.
complete control of the
They
series.
are cooking now. Look at the pinch set up by Drally and no one back. Toxic trying to scramble.
They're in
Matane, he's
complete
looking for bumps in the
control,
back
and I'm
corner for some
struggling
reason.
to keep my
And
eyes
BDS,
open.
there you go
And
again.
I don't
8 shots this
know
time. Shooting percentage has gone dramatically up. And we'll score 3 goals from those 8. So they'll be happy with that.
They're on their way towards 60 in this game. BDS are, well, creating plenty of opportunities. And they might have another one coming their way here. Exotic picks up more boost. Well played to keep that around him. But it just feels like another opportunity is coming BDS's way any moment. 3-goal lead. I see another one go past them. They might as well start that team talk a little bit early.
It's certainly, it's been trouble since game 1, I want to say, even though they won 4-2. I mean, 19 shots. It's just not sustainable. I think, you know, time and time again you see it. You have to be offensive. The team that's got to be more
They
aggressive.
dominate now, chat.
And there it is.
Chat, they are dominating now.
The more defenders in net, the better he shoots. He tries to put a hole in the crossbar when it's open, but when it's not, he finds the top left.
Feels weird. Like, coming into the season, you would never have imagined that the storyline around Monkey Moon is he can't shoot the ball. But here we go. You know, maybe give it a couple of weeks, we can get rid of this entirely, but that would be quite nice. Monkey Moon, one of the most consistent players that we have had ever since we went open. The way that the Rlcs is played. Arju off the wall. Looking to try and keep this going, but low boost. And BDS have been more than willing to allow Arju and the rest of Endpoint to try and go for the outplays. There's the open one. And no issues whatsoever. That would have been a strike.
Bravo.
Yep, that was, I don't think that could have been
This series
any more
finna get out of
central.
hand, chat.
That was a lovely, that is how you score an open net. Nice and bottom middle. No excuses. Don't put a hole in the crossbar. Just bury it down the bottom. BDS with 5 on the board. Another 11-shot game. I mean, I don't know. This timeout has to come through. It's going to be another one here.
Oh, no.
He's going to be able to walk it in. 50s in the center, and no one's back. 6-0. Honestly, every game could have been 6-0 the way BDS have shot. Well, not the way they've shot. The way how many chances they've had. But this timeout probably had to come after game number 2. But I'm sure it will happen here. I'm not sure what you talk about, though, because they are just being outclassed at the moment.
I guess we'll go the harsh side of this, which is Toxic at the moment. I think he's about to go over 100. He just hit 100 points. You do feel like in a matchup like this, Toxic...
Chat, I'm gonna need a minute myself after this. I ain't gonna lie to you.
To maybe disrupt BDS. He's been kept utterly silent by BDS so far. And they are going to need a little bit more out from him. 6-0. Maybe not in this game. There's not much you can do at all in this game. We look towards 7. Exotic goes. That would be a heck of a read. And he almost got it. That is so harsh. And it's not in. Toxic gets the stop.
That's crazy.
Well, that's one way to farm a couple of saves. I think he got back to back there off the post and out again. But it is all just stat padding for now because VDS, well, they have well and truly opened up the shoulders, if you would. The floodgates well and truly open. They look warm. They look limber. And they have been able to get the job done here in game number 3. Surely a timeout, as I said. They need to start talking about something because step 1, don't concede more than 15 shots a game because BDS have done it again. They've had 19 shots, 16 shots, and now 15 shots in 3 games of Rocket League. Panic right now for them, so give an extra 90 seconds, I say, to let them cool off a bit so you can give yourself a chance in this game.
You ain't gonna cool off. They'll stay with one.
Like I said this in game 1, and it seems to have grown even more as we go through. Endpoint, stylistically, are BDS's perfect opponent. A team that is kind of more willing to allow that pressure to come forward, to look for the counterattacks. And BDS will, yeah, okay, sure. Go for it. Do all you want to do. We'll take all the shots that we require, and it will go in. It's gone from maybe it'll go into a certainty in the last few games. Toxic now.
Good demo.
Off the ceiling. This is more of the position that they want him in. Drali more than up to the task of trying to shut that down.
We saw as well that Matane just before getting a demo.
Jump over real quick.
Is that the first demo that Endpoint have had this series? That might be the change-up that they have discussed. Getting a little bit more physical. We know it can pay dividends.
Yeah, I feel like you got enough time without timeouts to try and discuss what the fuck going on, what y'all doing wrong.
And it can disrupt these top teams, just that are relying very heavily on their rotations, on their positioning. And there you go. Clear the traffic. Get rid of that third man. You'll give yourself an open net.
Yeah, and that just came from the fact that Drali had to position around a little bit. He knew Matane was searching. Had to position a little bit more centrally. Couldn't get the touch he was after. So yeah, just demos, harassment. Do not let BDS settle when they get into the final third.
I actually like them not calling the timeout right now. Just because, like I said, I feel like you got enough time to...
You out of the way a little bit.
Let's discuss what the fuck really going on here. The coach watching.
And who knows, we were talking about maybe, you know, boot camp buff not necessarily being a thing anymore. Maybe timeout buff, useless. Let's see if Endpoint can prove that right.
I'm gonna say all that.
I'm not too sure about it.
I am fully on the... I'm being as nice as possible today, okay? I'm on my best behavior.
I ain't gonna say it
You have been
useless.
phenomenal so far. Usually you are abusive and biased, so I'm glad that you're
But I
playing.
feel like...
Retain, though. He might have the free shot. He doesn't go the double. He just goes bar down, and I don't know if Charlie was expecting it, but we get a second goal on the board for Endpoint.
Raleigh is playing that as if he's going to have to go in and out. And then suddenly that is on target, and oh dear, I've got to react to this. Well, where on earth has this come from? Again, like game 1, BDS have got a lot of time to play with. Also, like game 1, they will feel like they should
I
not
feel like
be
you
in
don't
this
have to call the
position.
time after you lose 2 games. In my opinion.
Hey, here we go, BDS.
After
now
2
they have
games, you done been playing long enough to discuss. Hey,
getting bumped again. Rally's in big trouble. Big trouble. Archery again goes.
this what's going on. This is why we getting done right here.
My goodness, just go route 1 every single time.
Do you notice how they move and type stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's got none of it.
I don't believe you have to call a timeout after being down 2-0.
3-0.
Going down 3-0, different story.
Don't need timeouts. They don't need to talk about it. They just need to get back into the game and show BDS what's for.
They are so back right now. Monkey Moo can't get the double. Toxic. Maybe able to control this one. Wasn't happy with your words of how. Twist that flip preset. Goodness me. Monkey Moo can control.
Come on, run that back.
Double Toxic. Maybe able to control this one. Wasn't happy with your words of how. Twist that flip preset. Goodness me. Monkey Moo can control it. Take it up. He's met by RG. Really
Flip
nice
reset
hit
to a
for
demo.
Team Endpoint. All they have to do is kill 3 minutes. Only versus BDS, who they've conceded 55 shots to in 18 minutes of Rocket League. Should it be too hard? How about 4? No.
All right, I have the worst good news ever for BDS. You've only had 4 shots. So, okay.
They is getting on their ass right now,
Puts
chat.
another one in. Endpoint, what on earth are we seeing?
I mean, just forget about all timeouts. And somehow he has flicked that to the crossbar and doubled it on the landing. Completely unintentional, but the follow-through was phenomenal. And once again, Rlcs is just getting made look silly in net. 4 goals in half a game.
How you gonna say that
Believe it or not,
unintentional?
it's not BDS.
For him to hit it
The
that
other
second
team,
time,
Endpoint,
he
who
leaned her call
really
for him
didn't
to
look
hit it.
like scoring for a couple of games ever since that first one.
Lucky,
This is one of
Yeah.
the wildest shifts in momentum I've seen.
unintentional. I ain't gonna say
It
unintentional.
was utterly dominant. It looked like BDS had their number, completely
Wow.
comfortable. And again, the game just seems to have slipped away. They're on a way for a 5th goal here. Toxic slots it in.
Bro, see, that's what I,
He's now got
man,
his
that's what I need my
second.
teammates
It's
to be
not a
on
race
right
to
there,
try and
chat.
get the game win. Endpoint are now racing for hat tricks.
If you'd have said to me that the next game, after not calling a timeout from Endpoint, would be 5-0 at the 2-minute mark,
5-0,
Endpoint,
not
I would have said,
new.
"Cup Shogun."
5-0.
You're kidding me. But here we are in some weird BDS world. They will get 1 off the kickoff, but still need 4. It is the beauty of BDS.
I thought we'd at least
but
say
the
numbers
resilience of Endpoint
somewhat the
shining
same,
through a
you
little
know what I'm
bit here.
saying?
All right, Direct, I don't know if you can hear me, but for the sake of
We stop messing with you,
bottle
man.
statistics,
Chat, y'all, I'm just
what's the
joking
largest
around,
city that
bruh.
we've seen throwaway, just so we can have some stakes on this.
I'm just
one, 'cause
joking
this should
around.
be over.
We stop messing with them, man.
It would add a little bit, wouldn't it?
5 is like. It can't
So
be 5,
somebody
it
in the
can't be
chat gonna
more
get
than
mad.
5 at this
Yeah.
level anyway.
Definitely lost probably a 6-goal lead before. I'd have to pull that one up though.
What is the worst lead that you've thrown
Actually,
away?
I love
I'm
EU,
to
bro.
admit to 8
Fucking
in a
love it.
1v1. That one
9-0 or
really
something.
Cannot wait to get out of
My hand
America.
started shaking when I
Ooh.
conceded that first goal. 9-1. I thought surely not. The rest was
Wow.
history. Bang, no 6-1. Forget about the comeback because they're about to Brazil BDS after conceding 50 shots.
All right, Direct has informed us that the largest that he's aware of is 5. What if it was a double 5? All right, here we go. This is, you know what? You called me a bias caster earlier on. Let's go BDS. 5 goals in the next 92 seconds. I'm all for it.
Oh boy, that would certainly be a series of all time. I wouldn't call it, or a game of all time. I wouldn't call the best or the worst, but certainly a game. Monkey Moon, over to Exotic. Here can they mount the comeback? Gonna be a free clear for Toxic, and they should be able to deal with these last 80 seconds, or perhaps get a nice little Brazil. It's maintained. Nice little reset. Looks for one more. Finds it saved by Monkey Moon somehow. And they don't want to get Brazil, BDS.
They just want to try and get some momentum back, get consolation, anything heading into the next game. I'm going to go for a wild prediction
Wow.
and say that they won't call a timeout. They should, absolutely. I mean, Toxic's on 4.
Ladies and gents, BDS have just been Braziled after we called Endpoint silly for not calling a timeout, thinking that the series was over. What on earth is happening in Europe today? But
This is the most BDS result I have seen. I thought they were over this. I thought,
It's
all right,
great.
you've won an open qualifier. You're all good now. Nerves will settle. The weird results where you are utterly in control and then somehow it dissolves will be out of the window.
Wow.
Nope, those Warriors are straight back again. BDS are still the same team.
I mean, what did they speak about in between the previous game and this one? Boys, just do the same thing. Yeah, perfect. We've done the same thing, and now
They
we're
were like,
6
okay,
goals
same
down.
thing as game 1. We love that. All right, same as game 1, baby.
There was clearly a little bit of a miscommunication somewhere. Or, yeah, not sure what was happening, but goodness me, 5 goals to the good still of Endpoint. Even though BDS still getting some shots up, it's a lot less than the previous few games, and somehow, some way, we're about to have a 2-2 series.
This is a very close series with pretty much no close games. Everything is a stomp.
Facts.
Well, we head to the final 10 seconds.
Barca?
I'm baffled. I have no idea what on earth is going on. We've gone for the Barca, the 8-2.
Give us it. Give us the Barca.
What was it?
Give us the
Barca?
That'll do it.
Keep it up.
Or a Portsmouth.
Come on.
7-4, wasn't it?
Go ball. Someone. No.
That's just not very nice, is it? All right, no Barca, no Portsmouth.
Devastation.
But we do get, all right, somebody needs to give us a 7-2. I do not actually know many 7-2 results.
Oh, no, I ain't sure gonna stay awake this time, chat.
Look away.
We here.
Back. Endpoint are up 7-2. Okay, so
I'm getting over the fact that I've just cut my fans probably like by 80% right there, if not more. Should not reveal that one live on air, but after we have just seen a Dunfermline, it is time to get into game number 5. There was no timeout called, so at least I get one prediction right today. We all predicted, probably rightfully so, that BDS should walk this. It is not the case at the moment.
Can I just say as well, we're in 2024 where we're all saying, oh, the defense is so good in Rocket League, it's crazy. Well, here's your text, here's your case study to say, forget about that, the defense is still abysmal. And look at the dunk coming through from Joe.
Such a great score.
Double dunk on the endpoint defenders in net, and BDS are so back.
What a score.
Every single time. It's Durali that gets stuck in the 2v1s back at net. It's Durali that creates the goal scoring chances. He is the catalyst at the moment. And I think he would like to no longer be involved in 2v1s back in the net. So we do see Arju off the side. He's gone for the musty. Never really can be too sure how much power is going to come off one of those, but Exotic will be happy that there wasn't too much.
I can never be sure what's going to happen in the series, but that's a phenomenal. Arju off the crossbar, off the post, off his car, off the post, off the crossbar, back off his car again, and somehow out. Kept to a 1-goal deficit here, endpoint. They'll be happy with that save, but they are throwing everything. The double commits the mission. Looking a little bit rattled off that 7-2 game. Not sure why they're rattled. What a shot, though. Even a save from Toxic.
If we've seen anything, winning by a large margin results in you not doing too well in the follow-up game as Matane. Well, he tried his best, but he needed some help and he didn't get it.
It's every goal like this. It's like bang, crossbar, follow up, goal line save, and they're just mashing it in as close as possible. 2 goals to BDS, much better from them. It's still not the prettiest version of Rocket League.
Yeah, shit. Hey, John, that shit was crazy,
They've
bro.
already had 6 shots in just over a
These
minute.
boys, man. They be ready for the reaction.
Ridiculous. And it
That's
doesn't
one
feel
thing
like
I
any of these
can
games
say.
have really been all that close. It is just, all right, smash, and then smash, and then smash.
Like, them motherfuckers know how to win 50-50s.
BDS will like to try and maybe add some normalcy to this one, or maybe just add another 7-goal game to everything. Exotic.
BDS finna go ahead and stomp them out this game.
Winning the next one by 10.
This just makes the
Yeah, this series has been a blowout. I'm finna put this food up real quick. And I'll be right back, chat. It ain't gonna take me long.
Game 2 and 3 have resumed. We've had a billion shots already for BDS. They are wiping the floor. Endpoint just with the 1 shot so far. What happened in that game 4? Like, it doesn't make sense.
What happened in game 1? You know, you can't say it was a one-off game. It has been happening all series long. You know, I should be looking at this right now and saying, okay, BDS are back. They are smashing it in game number 5. Should be able to just roll on home and take this in game 6. I have no faith. I have no faith in this game. I have no faith in the next game.
It's almost as if, you know, after game number 3, Cassio's talking to the team and they're sort of joking about that game 1. You know, after that they've had 50 shots. And the team have gone, I want to see us do it again. And it's 7. And clearly they've pulled the reins back and regular programming has resumed here. Although, as we just saw Toxic getting a goal back, it's like this 2-goal deficit for Endpoint. It's certainly achievable. We saw him score 7, but it felt like a completely different team.
Yeah. I don't really know where else to take that at the moment. The 3-goal lead, as it was, does not feel safe anymore. It hasn't really throughout the entirety of this. As Toxic is low boost, he's not going to get that too much further. Exotic now goes up. Reset gained. Are we going to add another to the total? Of course we are.
It's a bit of a delayed, slow reset, but you could just see he waited for that last-minute bite. He waited for Arju to commit. As soon as he shaped up, face forward, the flick came through from Exotic. Really nice, really simple reset. I say simple, I probably couldn't do it. I would have probably reset myself onto the ground, but goals to the good of BDS now. And as we said, looks like they will be heading on to a nice little match point as Australia's missed another open net. We need maybe a highlights reel tomorrow, just of this series.
Whoever on earth has got to put together like the best moments of this series. You know, when we come back after the break, yeah, good luck to you. You have my full sympathy. As we've got, well, quite a few to choose from. Every single game, the winner has scored at least 4 goals. That is not to say that this isn't about to go even higher. Looking for pass across. And, all right, yeah, that's played. It looks for, oh my goodness, let that in. No, why would you do that? Okay, yeah, sure, you're trying to go to the major, you're trying to go to Worlds, you're trying to win as many points as possible and get as much prize money as possible from this event.
Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let's get back right. Bing.
I don't care, let that
all right.
in, that was really cool.
Right back.
Yeah, pretty boring stuff from BDS there. They're probably just going to, go
cool. That's funny, I like that. Well done.
Again, what a save just quietly from Toxic. The times that they've used their fourth defender, the crossbar or either post, to help him get the ball out has been nothing short of a miracle. While still also conceding 4. They didn't get one back from Toxic, and there is still time.
It certainly is. I'm still very upset about that earlier shot.
There's definitely still time, but I doubt it's going to happen.
Again, trying to chase up Monkey Moon. And as weird as this has been, and as wild as this has been, the tactics still seems to be the same here for Endpoint. When they are in offense, chase demos. Get something that is going to make BDS uncomfortable. And it has had a tremendous amount of success. Cannot say anything else.
I'm going to have to start demoing the second person off a kickoff.
Toxic now up. Expect him to get met. Monkey Moon was waiting for
good
him.
Bump, but I was about to say ain't nobody there for you.
Fine with is Arju barrel straight in.
I just want to work out if there's something, if we can find some sort of record here in terms of just sheer average shots per game in a series.
Way.
Wow.
I've looked away for
chat, did y'all just see the way he drifted right now? What movement? What movement?
I'm absolutely certain that's how my cats move around when they're about to try and fall asleep. Just a little bit of a
whatever y'all got y'all little e-brakes on or whatever that shit called.
He was just
on mine, just square your best friend.
Rain off for a second there. Didn't have any boost, but got
shit your best friend, especially when you're out of position for whatever reason.
We were 4-1.
Your best friend.
Now 4-3, and a lot of time here for Endpoint to get to work. They don't have to panic just yet. They might just have to wait for a mistake or just let them get one more goal, and now they're in trouble.
Exotic's got a hat trick. Toxic's got
he was better off just letting Arju hit it.
33 seconds. I still say it's doable here for Endpoint. Why not? We've got 8 goals in this game. What's 2 more in regulation? But one thing we haven't seen from Endpoint is any sort of different kickoffs. It has been pretty basic up to this point, and we got another one.
I still think it's just crazy the sheer quantity of shots, of goals we've had in this series.
Yeah,
and particularly just shots without an overtime. I mean, here we go again. BDS
have without an OT.
Shots. Let's just recap. They had a 19-shot game, 2 16-shot games, and a 15-shot game, and then they lost. All in regulation as well. I mean, the offense, unquestionable. It certainly does work. And they might just get one more at the end. There we go. Make
Jolly.
18 shots for BDS here. They have done absolutely everything. Except, yeah.
Oh my God.
Forget. They do get the lead though, and they are now 1 away from taking the series. Moving on to champs.
Neo Tokyo.
End of RLCSX, where out of nowhere we had Guild Esports coming forward, where it was in the middle of BDS full domination. Your who were on the rise, looking to try and steal that RLCSX title away from them, and then Guild Esports.
That's one thing about watching it back. Instead of watching it live, I don't have to watch the whole stream. Watching it back, I can skip over and make my editing life easier.
There is certainly just, you just know that this.
And it makes y'all life easier because y'all ain't got to hear them chatting the whole time.
This little shots record we're going for now. For the first time, BDS will be wondering why everyone's happy when they don't get it in the net, but just get it somewhere remotely near it.
Do we actually have to win this for us to get close to that?
Yeah, we are certainly, well, I mean, we're going for a Game 7 regardless. We're going for maximum entertainment value here. That's what we do. That's what we're about. But so far, I can confirm BDS yet to get a shot on the board, and that didn't count.
No, that didn't. We got 1 from Endpoint. But now he's going to go long this time. Toxic looking for Monkey Moon's car.
He wanted that demo.
Doesn't work. Exotic's car is certainly gone. Matein's going to look to try
back the other way. Good first touch.
It has been a workable
reset.
strategy.
Oh.
But BDS will still have their timeout if they need it. Oh my God, it's past them. Matain though, heavy first.
He can't get there.
Not going to get there in time. Has to try and
He's not going to get there in time. He ain't had no boost.
Shuts down the angle.
What about his teammates? I don't know what they were doing because there was one right beside him.
Yes, where they just somehow let the ball pass their last line and they turn around and go, oh goodness, get back someone. Didn't pay off there for Endpoint. They were probably pretty unlucky in the end, as you said. The touch was a little bit heavy to get a follow-up. This is a lot more reserved from BDS, perhaps knowing they are on series point, trying to get a solid
I got the
game.
same Jolly decal.
Casio,
It was one of my
BDS,
favorite ones. I just
trying
don't
to
use it
walk
like
in
that. I
perhaps,
ain't gonna lie to you.
I want the pure chaos. I'm loving the playstyle they'll bring you previously in this series. So far, as I said, yet to record.
Hey, I've been working on saves like that too, chat. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fantastic defense from endpoint.
Quick reminder as well for actually a Monkey Moon first of all. Jobless, one of the only teams that can really upset that top four when it comes to getting to London. They need endpoint to go and win this, and they need to go and win the whole event themselves. So the series looking this way is perfect for them to hopefully go and get the job done later on. BDS can ruin some of those hopes, take away one of those strikes. As Matane. Toxic's not going to follow. Matane looks to try and get a block, doesn't do so, but Arju's got plenty of time.
Hold on, chat. Hold on.
Down the line, looks to try and chase up, and Monkey Moon there in time.
Matane, I still get it to work, but all he can do is find Exotic, takes it downfield. And there is Toxic, who I'd say he's probably been a little bit quieter. Matane's been quite online. Another shot comes through the second. Keeping an eye on that tally closer than I've ever done in my life. Arju won't be able to get that touch on Exotic. You just bury it downfield. Finds Monkey Moon. Another one fired on. Another shot for him. He's farming them. He knows the record is looming here for total shots in a series as Toxic can get a skim downfield.
But we need to start counting it down in the chat. You're 20 away, by the way. We've seen 3 from BDS in this game. Here's Exotic just going to try and take it. No, he leaves it for Monkey Moon instead. 100 seconds left. Up goes Drolly. Hits over the top. And now it's passed on. Exotic can't get there. It's in.
An absolute disaster class from BDS. All they needed to do was lock in a nice, tidy 1-0 victory. And they have forgotten that they also have a goal they need to defend. 1-0 open net. How many times have we seen it this series? Counter-attack for endpoint for a minute 40 from game 7.
Drolly goes long. Matane's going to try and get there in time. He does so. We might be seeing Champions Field. I have no idea how. I have no idea what I've been watching, to be quite frankly honest with you. I'm the one with the Rlcs analyst title. Arju looking to try and pass that infield. Monkey Moon just scouring, looking for his opportunity. Exotic waits backboard. Toxic gets there first. That's a good touch. Now over the top. Monkey Moon reset. He didn't get it. So he's got to see that one stopped.
Oh, he was halfway in between a reset and wanting the double touch as well. He could sort of see it in his mind, weighing up as he was maneuvering his car onto that double, but he doesn't get the touch. And they've got a minute left. BDS have to get to work now. Toxic's going to get a free ball in the center, takes it up. Charlie can wait. Arju, what can he do? Doesn't get the touch. Clear comes through and, well, endpoint. You don't want to do what BDS did down the other end. Make sure that third man's sitting nice and deep with 40 seconds left.
Oh, Drolly's going for it. Matane decides to go for the bad shot himself, but he needs more. They've got it. And an extra touch from Toxic means Exotic can't move in. That one's going to go sky high. Drolly's in. He's got low boost. Monkey Moon wants to try and put us under a defender. Nobody came for him, and it went nowhere.
Where is that man hitting the ball? What on earth was that? One of the weakest shots I've ever seen in Rlcs history. Monkey Moon controls it. We got 15 seconds left. We got Champions Field on the horizon. This might be the greatest series of all time in the Rlcs. Toxic, just don't hit it backwards, please. Exotic trying to get the ball forward. He's got no boost. The demos are coming through. Monkey Moon's pre-jumped. We have Champ Field.
I don't believe it.
But I think they've basically all but broken the all-time series record for shots. We're getting confirmation on that. We do know it is below 100. Just not sure who's done it before them, but we will get confirmation of that. Game 7 is upon us. Here we go. Strap yourselves in.
It's been wacky. It's been wild. It is game 7. One of these teams is moving on to the semi-finals. The other one will be eliminated. We do start with Monkey Moon, who is trying to avoid getting hit over on that side wall. All the way out. Exotic waits. Going to take his opportunity. Matane goes to meet him. It's over the top of Matane. Ceiling reset. Goes on the far side. Exotic with something extraordinary.
This series has had it all, and it's Exotic. Game 7. Look at the ceiling reset and finds that top corner. Arju just sits in net like a statue, and BDS strike first.
One shot, one goal. We can keep that up as we do see the demo come through. Toxic gonna try and go through Exotic. That's not gonna work for him. Sidewall double attempted. Matane leaves it for Arju. That bounces so awkwardly, and they had more time, but it's still a calamity. And Monkey Moon gets rid of him, his last bit boost.
He just wedges it out at a high end point. You feel like they should have equalized right there. Toxic goes sidewall, goes double, but the bumps are coming through. It's absolute chaos for BDS. It's a triple save. It's so messy, but they are to keep it out of net 4 now. They're still low on boost. They're still panicking, still double committing, and still in a little bit of trouble if Endpoint can get it down the other end.
Yeah, Endpoint just needs to be a little bit more clinical here. They seem to be expecting BDS to be playing this well. BDS are making mistakes. They are something there to be capitalized on. Toxic off the wall. Rlcs goes to meet him. That's actually worked out beautifully for Toxic. Leaves here. RG backboard. Monkey Moon. Oh, that was so smooth. Stays backboard. What a pass that is. And Monkey Moon again, but Rlcs almost had a really rough touch to put that back in danger.
Yeah, he was facing his own net, which isn't... Well, I don't know much about Rocket League, but I think you want to be facing the other way there. Fake comes through. Endpoint had a couple of chances there to get one back, but we still are seeing double commits from BDS. You can see the panic setting in from them as well. You know that they've got the major on the line also. Want to be securing it on their own boot, off their own bat here as Monkey Moon takes it up. Looks at the ceiling, looks at the pass. It's going to be too wide. Matane can't get the touch. Exotic keeping it in. Rlcs up straight away. So aggressive. All we can do is get it to the corner.
For those of you keeping track of our secondary competition, by the way, we're 11 shots away. 3 shots so far from BDS. Now we see RG puts it off the wall. Next one up. Oh, what a stop Monkey Moon, but they need more from it. That one hits the crossbar, and their worst enemy turns coat and becomes their best friend.
Oh, just when you needed the crossbar. Absolutely. Captain clutch on Champfield. Game 7. Now they work it down the other end. That shot's going to be wide. It's more of a pass, if anything. No boost. Does secure it, but demoed for the good of it as Monkey Moon goes sideball, finds Matane. Endpoint. Oh, they've been trying to wedge this ball in the net, but they've got a case of the BDSs here, and almost an open net. Matane with a huge save. Exotic. Can he drop it down to Monkey Moon, who fires a double commit pitch down the other end?
If I am the third man on BDS, I'm sitting in the net. I'm not risking it going beyond me yet again, as it has done so many times. They feel like they're comfortable, and suddenly it goes whistling over the top of them. Now we go to the side. Rlcs got plenty of time. That first touch leaves a little bit to be desired, but the second and third were silky smooth.
6 shots, Shogun. 6 shots. How many do we need? How many?
We need more. Let's put it like that. We'll get there when we get there. Exotic looks to try and add another one. There we go. And that one's on target. I believe we needed 14 coming into this. We have got 7. We're halfway there.
They've got to put the foot down, though. There's only minute 45. Monkey Moon goes again. Here we go. BDS, they know the record's on the line. They won't afford anything. Bounces across. Rlcs fires back. Goes bang, bang. BDS 2-0.
8 shots, 2 goals, and maybe a direct route through to the semi-finals. BDS have made this so difficult on themselves. And I'm talking about this as if it's done. If we've seen anything from this series, this is not done just yet.
94 shots for BDS. Minute 40. Could be huge. Endpoint, well, I don't think they're worried about that. They're trying to win this series. Rlcs, can he get it downfield? He's going to fire it. Arju does somehow. That counts as a shot. Monkey Moon fires it again. The bumps are coming through. It's on net again. Another shot. We are at 10. We've got 4 to go.
Over to the side. Exotic goes for it. How can he get this one in field? No boost left. No real options. Just over a minute left on the clock. Rlcs gonna go ceiling. Oh, that drops down so awkwardly, but Exotic's got it covered. Good third man positioning. Again, Exotic. He did so much from this position earlier. There we are. There's another one. 3 left. In goes Rlcs. 2 left. 3 goals.
I think this series is all over, but the record is still on the line. Endpoint need 3, BDS need 2. Whichever way you want to look at it, whichever game you care about more. But I'm looking at the 100 shots. It has been a stellar performance in Game 7. Endpoint still have time, but they need to go right now.
Rlcs back into that midfield. Monkey Moon was waiting for it. Waited a bit too long. That's straight over the top of Toxic. It's very desperate Rocket League here from Endpoint, but it has to be. That one's going to be dipping. That won't be registered as a shot, unfortunately. We do stay at the same amount as we had when we came from the kickoff. We've got to hurry this up here, BDS. There we are. That's what I want to see. Classic Rule 1. Just smash the ball.
Yeah, but it's still not on target here. It's going to be BDS series. There's no doubt about it. That's not on target either. There's 20 seconds.
You can't
they need 2.
All right, BDS, we need a classic, just can't hit the ball on target. It keep getting stopped. Just go, go, go.
Come on.
Okay.
Please.
Drolly, come on, buddy.
No.
Why are you playing back corner? The game is already won. Must be one
it's
more.
gotta be
Go on,
99.
exotic.
It's
Okay.
99.
That's so painful. That is 13 shots.
Do we want to watch Jobless
Black
versus
5
Vitality?
or 6 or 7 1 stuff like that.
I think we do.
Is this going to be a little bit more of a sensible series compared to last time?
No, probably not. Just had a quick look at the stats and
Zen with the
Jobless,
fakie.
one of the most defensive teams.
Wait, what Zen rocking? What decal Zen rocking this time, chat?
Is that they have no
Oh,
defense or
Zen went
offense,
different
so
on us.
expecting, or well, am I hoping? Maybe I want some normality, or maybe we want pure chaos. Look at Zen going almost kicking off the bat with a well.
I don't think he had
rebound, pinch
a
off
reset.
the
I
dribble.
don't think he ended up getting his
Vitality,
reset
as you
there. Because
said,
if he
they
did,
completed it,
he
mate.
probably would have
They've done
scored that
everything.
hoe.
They're already qualified through to the major, through to Worlds, and now they're just playing for chocolates.
Seeding, it's for money, it's for just making sure that you... And
Just
also
start by
trying to make
alpha.
sure that you stay confident going into the major as well, because we've seen what Vitality can do with this exact roster in the European and worldwide shuffle. They're one of the few teams that managed to stay together, and so far it has proven to be a good decision, especially when you look back at how they've been doing throughout Europe. Just internationally, are they going to be able to replicate that same success? And offensively here, Rado drops
Good
it
stop.
down. Alpha isn't able to get that final touch to it, and we're also seeing Zen
Radosin finally
with
switched
a
his
stunning
decal up.
car design.
Yeah, you said it as well with Vitality. That is actually, quite a nice.
lovely.
Just quite a red sort of.
Zen, what was
Now,
that,
what
baby?
do you call this for defense? Wait, if there's question marks on Europe or Europe already, you got the world champ, the wonder kid, just handing it straight up to Ixo. Great dunk though, recognizing the pre-jump. No boost for
Zenny,
Zen
baby.
off there.
What was going on right there, boy?
Well, he cycled round.
Wow.
Never
Ready to
mind,
get it back.
Oh,
All right.
cycle round, got a little bit
Get it
of
back.
fun. The
That's
kick
what
off,
me and my boys
just
say. Get it
absolutely
back. We're gonna get it
slams
back.
his face into it. Happy
We're gonna
days,
get it
minute
back.
15, we're tied up.
I mean, come on.
That's
what I'm talking about.
To this kickoff,
Zen, my boy.
Dawson just nullifying the back corner.
Granted, I know he ain't
Just
had no
killing
boost,
it
but
slightly
y'all
backwards
do y'all
to
think he
Alpha
could have caught that?
and
I don't know.
That's the Vitality special, known for their kickoff
Oh,
stretch.
wow.
And now they go the Sam double kickoff. I called the Sam because, I mean, it was so successful over there. We saw the double goal come back completed, but over complexity.
Stop.
But yeah, I like this. You can see Vitality. That's a sign that you switched on. Take off. You know, you're implementing a strategy. Even though we just saw Zen maybe make a little defensive blunder.
Yeah, we're making
I like
sure
his
you keep
decal.
keeping wired, and we were talking about what this series ends up meaning with Jobless
Oh.
trying to do something special with Resi leading the charge. If Vitality do end up winning this series, both Gentlemates and Oxygen make the major, and as well as that, Gentlemates will also be grabbing a world's spot off the back of this win. So if you are one of those,
Wait, run that back, run that back.
grabbing a world, make the major. Vitality do end up winning this series, both Gentlemates and Oxygen make the major, and as well as that, Gentlemates will also be grabbing a world's spot off the back of this win. So if you are one of those French supremacists out there wanting all the French teams to make it to Worlds and the majors, you are rooting for a Vitality win here today.
Or if you just want Oxygen to make major, if you kind of, you know,
Yeah,
if you want to play, see a bit of, what do you call it? Bit of
3 lines on the shirt.
If you're into the 3 lions, get involved. If you're into get involved as well, because who else but my man Radosin just to fire one into the back of the net for Jobless. That is sensational. That's clinical. That's defensive positioning 101.
Damn.
I think he should take defensive positioning 102 because I tell you to be facing the other way so it then bounces out away from your net.
Yeah, he took the free trial course. He definitely needs to start, investing a little bit of money into some, perhaps, teachers with qualifications or something in the defensive department. But oh well, it could just be this day for Europe when there's a lot of on the line. I know for Vitality, not as much, but when there is pressure, everyone can kind of feel it. Stumpy does create some interesting things on the pitch.
It gets very silly very quickly.
Oh, your ass
Then
down
they
for
want
it,
to make
boy.
it. It's a lot more of a serious matter. Goes up for a flick.
Wow,
down for
good
50,
stop.
Took 2 players to walk away from it. Can't get the bump on his way
Hey,
out.
he did what he could. He stalled.
Get the bump on Alpha.
That's my favorite thing to do,
Coming
chat.
in.
That ain't my favorite
Mentioning
thing to do,
Vitality
but
being in form and
that's
how
one of my
it
favorite
is
things
a
to do on
really good
defense.
form.
Let me
I
say
think
that,
even
on
with
defense.
Dawson own goal league, I
I'm
think
a
we saw
stall.
last season they won the world championship. So I think that's a good sign as well. And they
That's
are
what I
a team
always
we
hit
can
my boys
comfortably
with. I'm
say
stalling.
are able to play the same on land
Till
as
we
they
get
do
back on
online.
defense.
Saw what they did in the spring split last season, followed up with the World
You can do that. You can stall and
you know, they're not a team where, you know, they go right on.
You can stall in diamond, chat.
Can be comfortable.
You can stall in diamond, bro.
It's a copy paste of everything that they do at home. But with 90 seconds left, we've not spoken that much about Jobless, and they're currently in the lead. They've been a bit of a sleeper team, and the fact they're the only other team with a chance of making it.
SSL, it ain't too many opportunities for you to be stalling.
It's quite remarkable considering how their series did actually begin. Obviously, all these players coming from various teams around Europe. Ixo having his shot at going to a major after being extremely confident that him on Oxygen was going to be able to do it.
Chat, so tell me this: is it true that
all bring Oxygen to the major?
Not all pros is SSL?
Show up there
Is
at
that
some
true?
point in this season, a minute remaining, and they are still in the lead.
Yeah, as well, statistically had a pretty good event so far. Overall,
Like
stats,
Grand
as
Champ
I
3 is
mentioned before, the
cool.
offense has been
Grand
fantastic.
Champ
With
2.
Dawson, the flip reset
I
on that
wouldn't go
one,
as far as Grand
yeah,
Champ
Job
2,
was certainly
but I
not
would
a team to
expect all
sneeze at. There's
pros to
four
be
more everywhere.
SSL.
You know, these guys taking down
Correct.
SAR. Obviously, we know what SAR did against K-Corp about 18 times in the qualifiers. So they certainly are no slouches and still in contention,
Good bump.
as we said.
Final 30, wanting this pressure for
Now, we don't trip if
Vitality
Vitality
to a goal.
lose
Really
one
good
game
for Resi,
or even
flicked over
two.
the top of Rlcs, Alpha to pump it back
We
from
get
his
to
own
that
half.
third game and they
Only
lose
good
the
interception
third
back
game.
is found.
Oh,
Zen up with a lot of
yeah, we
boost,
talking.
a lot of time, but does get shut down quite effectively.
Depending on how the
Central
scoreline looks.
Alpha's there, has to get out of the way, tries to spear himself through a player as well to open the gates.
Zen playing a lot of this third
Hey,
man
because
approach.
Jobless is
Enough
nice
time for
now.
both members of
You
Vitality
can't
to
sleep
get
on
back.
Jobless.
Rezi going to be happy to kill time off the clock. Look at the fake, sends Zen back in a touch. He's still able to get a touch on it. Ollie's in trouble, but he does get it down. He locks it in.
We don't want
And
to go to
Jobless
Jobless.
takes down
Hey,
number one.
Jobless, they playing like they ain't got no
Also,
job.
feeling This might be similar
That's
to
one
the
thing
previous
about it.
series, though actually I don't think anything
Two things for
is
sure.
gonna be able to top the entertainment of the chaos, surely.
Yeah, we want just absolute tomfoolery, if you would, in this region. That's a nice word, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lovely word. On Forbidden Temple, we're going to need to see a bit more from Vitality, and I'd say probably one or two less own goals.
Someone said we just have the Urban Dictionary up pulling out random words, and I've said tomfoolery. So, no, you're probably right. I'm not sure where they come from. I just speak and things happen. Redocent, well, he'll be looking to perhaps have a little bit more work down the other end of the pitch would be handy for him. We know that offensively he is phenomenal, but offensively in the defensive end as well, he's also sometimes phenomenal for the other team.
He's a character. He is Redocent, and that's all that matters. First 30 seconds, though, gone without incidents so far. 100 boost challenge from Alpha in the corner. Back right again has been lots of challenges in those corners, but you can't really work it out into a nice offensive position, which Vitality have been unable to in this series so far. Alpha with a touch, but it does go a little bit Orion. Ixo, again, so confident, works his way in there, and is giving Vitality no time to form any kind of cohesive defense.
He gave Alpha no respect on that corner touch either. Straight in and looking to gain possession and gain the attack. This isn't as much of the Vitality as we saw yesterday. So impressive in that Oxygen series, I will say. I know that Stumpy, you gave them no chance at all. We were in the green room before that one, and you said there's no way that the world champs can win this, and I was the only one that predicted them. How good were they? So far today, though, it hasn't been as hot because
1-0.
Jobless are here to play.
It's Ixo again, the opening goal. Alpha flipping back, awful positioning. Rado then can't make any contact on the ball because he sees it go in top corner, waits for the bounce to come back out, and Ixo has read it to perfection. Minute 20, Jobless with the lead, and again, CJ, it's what we were saying. Ixo, absolutely zero respect to any player on the pitch, and it's brilliant.
It's the new meta here for EU, isn't it? We're seeing upsets
Boom.
in the
Give me that.
qualifiers. We're seeing top 4 teams go down to the lower bracket. We're seeing K-Corp decide not to show up
Good
on
demo,
the second
good demo.
weekend. I think it's a bit of a trend right now. The lack of respect for these top teams. You know, once you see a couple of upsets, you think, well, why not us? Why can't we do it? If we bring the aggression,
They
and,
not
as
like
I said,
us.
really
They not
take
like
on the
us.
front
They
foot,
not.
as
Good
you see
bump.
Ixo
Oh,
right
it didn't
here,
work.
victory.
Oh,
A shot and a
it
goal
did.
as
It
well.
did. It ended up coming.
There's the finish.
It ended up
There's
coming
the
in clutch.
quality from Redocent.
Another crossbar denter coming through in this series as well, where it's a lovely challenge from Alpha. Swipes across away from Oli. In and out, very nearly successful. Actually, if that was completely dead on target, Ixo saves it. Rado going bar down, maybe by sheer luck, does manage to squeak in the goal anyway.
Much better response there from Vitality. Let's see if they can build off this. We saw what happened with Well, BDS.
Yeah, shutting it down.
To talk about that one. Nice demo there from Oli. That's one way to remove any danger, but, well, the most dangerous man perhaps in the world was still on the ball. He does well, though, to get off. And out for now, trying to keep
one thing I
possession,
can
trying to
say
get the lead
is
here for Vitality, but again,
I'm pretty
we've seen
smart
that
with
man,
understanding
your
how
man,
players
Exo,
is
just
getting ready to hit the
himself
ball.
with the ball in defense.
Or I'm getting
Yeah,
there.
it's perfect.
I ain't
So
all the way
couldn't
there.
play
I'm
this
getting
series
there.
any
But
better.
like,
going, making sure that nobody on Vitality feels comfortable.
so when
at
I
any given
do
moment is
get up
great.
there in that
Gets
level,
rid of Radosin at the back,
I
so
think
forces Alpha just to wait a little bit longer. He can't come in as aggressively as he would have liked. But
me
the
being able to
pressure does
outsmart
continue for
motherfuckers.
Vitality. It's a
Wow.
shot from Rado. The second for Vitality.
I think me being able to
Coming
outsmart
from the man that
motherfuckers
can do
will
anything.
Yeah, they call him the any end sniper right here. And he's,
won't be a problem,
he's
is what
done
I'm trying
it.
to say.
The
Fortunately,
colourblind striker strikes again.
the colorblind strike. Maybe that could be a we don't know, but I like that. The colorblind strike.
Colourblind strike.
How good
I
is
gotta
that?
check
Great
them all
finishing,
over,
but a
man.
bar
I see
down,
all
and then
getting
beautiful
checked on.
placement in behind as Zen trying to get something to
Leg,
work for the
man,
third
hurt,
goal.
so
But this is more the Vitality we
make sure
saw
she's
yesterday.
straight. Oh, good move.
Vitality, though, still not exactly taking control of this series. I think looking like it comes down to whatever Jobless are putting towards their own net. Only lets that ball go completely away from him. Right out to the ceiling, gets the reset, still got it, fakes it. And Rezi manages to pump it away from his own side, but Zen, the positioning, keeps it in contention. A dunk goes
Ooh,
top corner.
how in the world?
ask?
We gotta watch this
He
back
just
chat.
shadows the backward defender here. Oh, he's just copying every movement he fakes.
He is
watches the clock,
wow,
and
bruh.
He knows that the only direction Oli can take it is across net down the bottom. And he
See now,
finds the
smartness
dunk.
like
He's
that
just
though.
so clever.
I don't know, man. That's something.
Gets the third
I don't know,
Vitality.
bruh. That's a different level, man.
Perfect goal.
That's a different level right there, bruh.
Confidence one as well, and there's more confidence coming out from
Cause
their offense
you
too.
you know, like if you keep it going,
Deficit,
you're not
9
gonna get the
seconds
goal
remaining.
straight
Right
up.
out to the ceiling.
So he's
This
like,
is
okay,
reset. Actually,
well let me take it
balls on the
down.
ball. It's only with
I'm
0
falling down,
in
you
central.
falling down. If I get a
But
hit
Vitality
off
quite happy
of
just
your
to waste a couple
hit,
of seconds there.
then I can score it.
Trying to find the pass. He has done well.
And he
but
ended up scoring
it's
off
been
of
unlucky.
it.
He's got
That's
no
a different
boost
type of
ball.
level,
Look at
like,
his 50 in behind.
you know what I'm saying?
Can carry it out. That's going to be
That was crazy.
here for Jobless Stumpy if they're not going to be able to attack with any boost at all against.
That's one of those scenarios where you
Only.
go from being
Midfield.
the
Needs 2
reactor
goals
or
in a minute.
from
Takes it down
going.
low, but low
What am I
boost
trying to
once
say?
again. He has had low boosts on 3 consecutive plays. Definitely becoming somewhat endemic for him. Tries to go for that back corner, but Alpha's going to trip him up, beats him to the boost. Rizzy gets faked out. Zen flicks it high. Seconds and seconds ticking by.
I guess it's one of those
Nothing
scenarios
Jobless
where you
can do
go
about
from
it.
being the aggressor to the reactor. Is basically what I'm trying to say. That was the smart shit he could have done,
See
though.
what damage you do.
That
He's
shit
already
was smart as
hit the ball.
fuck.
Hit the ball straight to Alpha 54. Zen trying to cut it on, pops it
Oh.
backboard. No one there. Fake
Oh.
coming through. Radosin followed.
You don't want to be playing off your back foot against Zen, bro.
So there's a lot of low 50s for Jobless, but I don't think that's the strategy. against
Playing off your
Vitality.
back foot is like
Very
playing off your back
comfortable.
foot against Zen is like playing off your
I
back
mean, Zen
foot
has taken
in
every
basketball
single
against
one on the
Kyrie.
chin. He's
Yeah,
making
it's
sure
cooked.
that they are going either neutral or somewhat in his favor.
Unless you,
And regardless,
Ruas.
even if it doesn't, it's wasting just a second more. And those have added up to at least 10-15 seconds in total. And the final 15 seconds.
See, I want to
is now
have
ticking
I
down
want to
from
have
away from
defense
the
like
ball, racing with the
Ruas,
miss.
but
Only
then
a
a
slight
mixed
miss
little
as well.
offense like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, no problem.
vatira
Vitality,
and
game number
Zen.
2.
Yeah, really strong.
That shit right there would be nice.
Vitality there, and a great bounce back after that game 1, similar to their
That's a
French
dub for
brethren in BDS.
Vitality.
Albeit they didn't make it look too easy in the first series of the day. Vitality strike back.
From early on.
Saw Coach Fruity as well there for Jobless. Great to
And they
see
advance it
him.
forward. We ain't got to hear him chat.
What a,
Oh, they go for the double
Quite
again.
a
The double
cult
contest.
figure in their Rocket League community, I'd say. And a lovely fella as well. I was going to roast him, but I thought
They got roast fruity.
no, I was gonna talk. No, I wanted.
No, clearly, share it with the class. Clearly you want to say it. Go on.
Well, I was gonna like go career. You know, I was gonna say #1 seed at the World Champs, last
Yeah.
place. Reciprocity, but
Cheers, reciprocity. And also, Yummy Cheeseman coaching that team. So whose fault really is it?
obviously,
Whose fault really is
in the first place. Yeah, mistake #1, Yummy Cheeseman's your coach. Mistake number
You've
2.
not seen him coaching much since that. That's all I'm saying.
Off the roof. Oh, he switched the car.
A short
Oh,
career on
okay.
that front, but here we go. Vitality back into the game. Great
Oh,
flick.
he missed.
Wide, though. Too much power in the air.
Alpha miss right there.
As Radosin gets bumped all the way back. Rezi's going to be able to take his time. Perhaps this approach is the way, but again, the low 50 game didn't quite work in the previous.
Tried to go for it twice, and they was ready for it that second time.
Buttering anyone's parsnips.
I will say this has been just a stark contrast.
Yeah, see, Ollie got that metallic.
It's so much slower and more considered. Every touch
metallic end to his Buster Bar decal.
I think when one team has pressure, it's rarely then just being absolutely sent back into the opposite side. It is having actual moments of that sustained pressure and the moments of a slow play, a flick, a little pass across. It's not just send it as hard and as fast as you can in any given direction.
Yeah,
you see, that's one thing I gotta get better with is learning to play reactor in the air. Like we going up for a 50-50 in the air.
That's alarm bells.
Allow them to hit it first,
for mine, a timeout, but
allow them to hit it into me. You know what I'm saying?
Just for, you know, keep them safe,
Smooth
keep them
demo.
close to their chest. Never know when you gotta use it. And we didn't quite have it there. After game number 2.
He went all the way back. He ain't got no help right now.
To the good of anyone here so far in game 3. Ollie takes it up.
I feel like that's a missed opportunity because he gets the demo.
Beat one, but there's the follow and just a bit of hesitation meets to the side flip straight down the other end for Alpha. Vitality will be happy with that defensive set.
He got no boost.
That's a very scary position as well for Zen. He actually just sends the ball away from him with low boost. Doesn't want to be challenged in an awkward position. Now Alpha going to his own back corner with 100.
That's one of the moments where you like, I'm get my boost, I'm getting my boost. I ain't gonna react just yet. And then by the time you do, it's like, fuck. Wow. Bro wasn't even on Zen. He reacted perfect time, but oh man. It happens. It happens. Damn.
There, 1-0, very nice. Half a game for Vitality to try and get back. Perhaps a timeout was not needed.
Damn. That's the second time they having a Vitality.
Every time I think they should call a timeout, I get proved wrong. The team just goes on and wins the game.
Chat, what y'all gonna do if next year Zen not on Vitality, huh?
He's only got behind that backboard though, is covered by Zen. Finds Alpha low on boost, has to get
or Vati not on Carmen court.
So now he's going to be the recipient of the ball. Mid boost stolen back by Alpha. Ixo forgoing the ball. Resi now comes in for, and I feel like lots of these players aren't coming in with a lot of boost. Ixo, great positioning. Low boost plays, only can tap it in.
Hell of a play by Ollie to be so damn patient. Look how patient he is right here, chat. He watched it. Boom, boom, boom. They're gonna attack. He watched that ball the whole way through. Way to be so damn patient. You sneaky bastard.
Game 1 about it now. Suddenly they change up the aggression and it is. I don't know why I'm calling him your man, but you're pointing it out a lot.
And the patience right there was key. That shit was crazy though. I'm a patient motherfucker, but I don't think I'm that goddamn patient. I probably would have dipped out by then. Like, oh, they got to save, or probably would have just went for it.
No opportunity for him to get that goal.
Get that.
He's got a photo of you.
Boom.
He uses you as motivation.
I think it's full of darts.
Oh, good demo. You gotta get back. Oh, what a play! 1v2. They going for the demo. You force him to flick it up already, and then you immediately get back. What a play!
Here we go. Jobless. They want 3. That'd secure game number 3 here. Alpha works it downfield. No boost.
That should be a goal.
Zen. It's for a close double or a Dotson. But it is only saving the day. Jobless loving this response.
As Ixo also with a huge amount of
I like that. I like when they do that, man. That's teamwork right there, chat. I ain't got no boost. I'm carrying on my car, and then I'm gonna just leave it and fake it.
Both getting demos. Zen comes in for the challenge.
I'm just leave it up for my teammate behind me, and then I'm gonna go get boost.
They need to keep holding on though.
I'm gonna start doing that with my boys.
Zen's gonna have to throw himself forward. Just wants to keep it in. Same out pinch it. Alpha's fade 2. This will be dirty if he gets a goal. Everyone's looking for the bump. Only back in time though.
Who didn't get that boost right there from Vitality?
They are able to get back in time.
Because if they end up getting out of this hold that Vitality got them in, that's gonna come back to bite them.
Oli, good control, great flicker. Resi also gets rid of Radosin. There's 2 goals needed.
You gotta
to
get that boost.
here.
Good demo.
And Alpha gets rid of a player from the pitch.
That's how somebody tried to bump me yesterday.
The ball, a backflip on target. Rado saving.
Zen gets demo. That could have been the best chance. He had 100 boost to work.
And when I knew I was getting better, chat. Normally when somebody bump my ass out the air like that, and I'm on top of the roof, I can't recover. But yesterday I recovered. I recovered from that bit, and I was like, oh. Alright, a nigga might actually be like getting like that now. That should be a goal.
Showing from Jobless too. 2 goals, not even just one that's squeaked through Not just a Rado own goal, a Zen defensive
Jobless
mistake.
up
That
2-1.
was nothing but Jobless'
Do Vitality call a timeout here?
to secure
What's the deal?
game number 3 going their way. 2-1 in the series.
18 will be cut
As
down
far as I
to
can remember,
4
Chat
by the end of
didn't go
today.
jobless. I don't think the coin went jobless either, and all of us on the desk went for Vitality.
Right now,
Maybe
it's
there's
working
a
Yeah, said it
second
weak.
dartboard next to mine
I
with
fucked
Fruity's
this
face
up.
on it. We have no idea.
Who knows what Ixo's got in store, but what we do know is what he's doing on the pitch right now, and it is fantastic for Jobless. They have the lead in the series, and this could put them onto match point. This, it cannot be understated how important this game is just for the momentum and to try and worry Vitality out of this one.
I mean, this series
I
affects
got-
literally
I
the
got
entirety
through.
of Europe. It affects worlds. It affects every single
Ooh,
chance, or rather the
almost
major.
a nice play by
It affects
Ixo.
every single team that is watching that still has that chance. And
Good
Jobless are
reaction.
starting, making sure they're putting that pressure on Vitality. They've got everything to play for.
Hey, look at Redosin no longer using the slime boost.
Double touches. Alpha at arm's length, and he can't push anything too much further down. They're thinking, Alpha, you can take 5
He
more
got rid of
shots,
his
mate.
little slime
None of
boost
them
and
go
started
in,
using the
and
alpha
we're
boost.
absolutely taking it.
You know what's funny?
Vitality
The
look
fact
really
that
well,
Alpha
playing so slow
54
out of
doesn't
net.
have alpha boost.
We are seeing a little shift as
And
well
it's called
from
Alpha
Jobless.
Boost.
This isn't
That's
what
crazy,
I feel like
Jack.
they're kind of, I want to say going back into their shells.
And he
but
probably got his
you
name
know,
because of that
thinking,
shit.
alright, if we just play solid here,
Who the
get
fuck
this win, all of a
knows?
sudden we're on match point, but they need to keep doing what they're able to produce in that game number 3. That's with Ixo being aggressive and catching out the offense or catching out the defense of Vitality. Look at the ceiling touch from Redosin. He doesn't have
Hey,
no
gotta
boots
get
for the
that
follow-up.
tap off the wall.
But, as I
Backboard
said,
defense
I
is
wanna
clutch.
see
The higher you
more
get up,
offense
the
coming
higher you
through
go
from
up
Jobless.
in
Keeps
rank,
giving up these touches. Zen couldn't work it
your
around with the
backboard
shot.
defense
Ixo can
is
take it
hella
downfield.
important.
I mean, Zen tried to get round it for the shot or the pass. Regardless, Redosin's not anywhere near the position he
catch.
has to be in. Alpha is happy coming out there. He's got enough speed to return in decent time. Oli, though, all on his own, he does not need a teammate. He sets himself up, says thank you very much.
Oli.
Full goal Jobless.
Yeah, just
Do we
delays
call
his
him
foot.
Ollie or
Look
do
at
we
the
call
bump
him
coming through as
Oli?
well from
Hey,
Ixo, clearing
either
out
or.
any hope
What a play.
of Redosin
What a play.
rotating back, but Oli does the rest. Over the top corner.
We'll call him Oli because, I
Jobless.
mean,
330. They need to keep
this
putting
is
the
an
foot down.
American
We know
talking
how quickly
versus an EU
Vitality can
person
turn it
talking
around.
about the player.
It's a great start here. Zendo with a shot on there. Great save. Ixo follow up. Help defense comes through and arrives for Oli.
It's a lovely shot too from Zen. That was a real big threat for them. Manages
Good
to save
demo.
it away, but Redosin now taking his time as Zen is removed from the pitch.
We had 2 demos
The
on that
original
play.
recipient of that ball. Alpha touching down to 1, but Oli again. The interception master. Alpha, a complete misread there, or at least
Good demo by Zen.
But as you were saying, they're slow out of net, and that just goes to confirm it even
Yeah.
more.
Hey.
Miscommunications, issues.
Joe, if you watching this, we gotta start
Vitality
demoing
on the
like that
defense.
shit, bro.
Letting that ball
Because
go low, but what did it let in? Resi then go for
the
more
higher we
challenges.
get, the harder it's gonna be to
Yeah,
score.
they're not in the Arsenal corner.
It just is what it is at this point.
Really dangerous. You can see both the Jobless in net. Oli's in trouble. Great
And
read,
fuck
though.
them kids.
As you said, it just feels a little bit too methodical from Vitality. Like they're not synergizing as well as we have seen. There's a great offensive set, but we're not seeing those
Not
demos
actual
get
kids,
swept
Chad.
through
Do
that-
not
that
take what I
clinical
say out of context.
nature of
Motherfuckers
the
get
best
ruthless
team, or
on
at
the
least the world
internet.
champs, should I say. This isn't quite happening. Redosin having that firepower, but we're yet to really see Zen in true form.
Yeah, he got a stall right
Under
now.
half time now. Oli trying to go for that one shot too. Alpha is going to be there to get that save
them
away. And also,
Shit, I
the
forgot
offensive start
Jobless
from
up
the
by
bumper
1.
Of his car. Ixo up to challenge Redosin. Great shot from him towards the opposite corner. A miss. Hopefully,
away
Zen
real
was
quick.
thinking from Oli. Alpha gets one central, opens it for Ixo. Ixo goes high. Oli's there, drops it low, on target. Ixo goes top corner, but the crossbar yet again dented.
And it's a phenomenal player, that crossbar. Anyone that
What
wants
the
to work
fuck?
out how to defend, look up a tutorial on how to be a living, breathing post in the game, how to be a crossbar, because that thing can save some shots. Oli going to be able to clear it from Redosin, who had no boost, which is interesting, moving downfield. He's able to scoop up the 100. Ixo looking to control it. He's so good using that one's experience to just get some touches, but he's not going to be able to hit that. And Resi needs to become up huge. He has done a clear that's got bounced over the top of Zen. Alpha with the follow-up, Alpha with the shot, and Alpha with the goal.
It's finally, though, some sustained pressure on Vitality actually leading to a goal. Resi, an awkward touch in the corner. Rado realises Alpha's there, and you'll see that pass time and time again. It can be dangerous if your teammate isn't present, but Alpha, on that opportunity, did find himself right place, right time. Great rotation from him. And Jobless, they were boost starved, they were awkward in their net. Opportunity, Vitality, to make sure they do not go to a serious point that they, I'm sure, were not expecting.
Oh, Redosin, if he was more straight on, would have had an open net, but all he could do is hit it to the corner as Ixo takes it out. Redosin stops the steal boost. Zen nearly gets caught out.
That shit is me.
The positioning from Vitality. Oh, he can go again. Just a little bit awkward. He's going to be able to leave it for Redosin, but it's not intentional.
Fault,
and it means the rotations are slow. Look at the fake coming through. Alpha has to bail out the team. But yeah, it's not as clinical as we saw against Oxygen and Gentlemates yesterday.
Tied up 1-1. Juan!
They are not as robust as I think we've seen them be, especially in the last couple of open qualifiers. They've looked outstanding. They're the only team so far to be going to the major. They're there for a reason. And Jobless are schooling them on pretty much every single front.
Okay, Vitality already in there. I mean, like I said, I can already see them in there. So,
stuffed up. EXO takes it up.
who gives a
out of the corner though? Not got to find a direct line to net. Redosin, nice patience from him. Has a lot of boost. Gets at around 2. He's only going to find Resi. Pre-jump comes through from Alpha. He was up so early on that
that was a smart play to like save his boost right there.
Only going to be in the hands of that man Sand. Where did Only come from? Overtime would be nice to Jobless. Like, can they steal it?
2v1.
Back. He's only got a quarter boost. Resi goes low. Absolutely done him. Jobless.
What a play! What a play! What?
Bigger brains get more goals, and Ixo absolutely missiles himself towards Alpha. Resi with a relative opener. 3 seconds remaining. Jobless moving on towards that series point.
Oh, they've gone the double kick off, the triple kick off.
They've done it.
Just killed on the ground. 3-1-2 Jobless. And ladies and gents, timeout instantly called, instantly confirmed.
This is where it gets scary, chat. This right here is where it gets scary.
I want to give it right now. It's like a little dash hound with an enormous stick taking up the entire footpath, knocking over people. That's what it is. If they can take down the enormous scalp of Team Vitality, the world champs who really have been looking fantastic so far. You look at yesterday, I mean, we're looking at recent form. Took down Oxygen, took down Gentlemates. What did Jobless do? I mean, they were just, they were looking for a job. They were looking for employment yesterday. Scraped their way through out of the Swiss stage and now have 3 chances to take down Vitality here. 3-1 up in the series.
Triple match point is outrageous, but it is so well earned for this team. Resi from that back corner wanted to alleviate this Vitality pressure as soon as he can, although realistically that Vitality pressure has not been that deadly. Ixo receiving a pass from Oli. And again, the word is ambition that we're looking at for Jobless right now, and their determination has been pulling them through this series. That's a shot! That's on target! It's Oli again, just not leaving the orange half.
Well, now, I mean, what has happened here, Redosin?
You have so much boost, Redosin!
He had a full moon. He had an entire moon. A solid. It was full. The sky was lit up with boost. And he's done nothing with it. He just didn't see him coming. He turned underneath the ball. And perhaps no game audio. Perhaps didn't flick the right stick around. No awareness. Didn't turn off camera ball cam. And that is the worst possible goal to concede off the timeout as well. After you've had a chat, Fairy Pete running them through all the necessary procedures. They're 1-0 down.
I mean, Redosin with 100 boost got outpaced by a player with none. Like, the positioning, the decision-making was just shocking. And that is now Vitality chasing with 4 minutes left. Zen has to push his way back. And that absolute boomer just finds his way home.
Oh, they just pushed up way too high. You can see Zen third man. Look how close he is. Where's he going? There's no one back at all for Vitality. Structurally, they're usually so on song. And Zen, of all people, has made an enormous mistake, giving up 2 freebies off the timeout and are 3 minutes 40 away from being eliminated in the quarterfinal.
In his first 90 seconds, it's worst case scenario for Vitality. Oli, though, with a miss. There's Resi with 100 boost and a lot of time. No one really challenges him. He actually goes low. 1-2. The third cannot be found from Resi, but beating 2 of Vitality in respective 1v1s is stunning. Ixo and Alpha both shying away from that Rule 1.
You can see how comfortable Ixo is, though. He said, Rotto, you want to play? Let's tango. You want to dance? Let's dance. Alpha said no thanks, and Ixo said, Rotto, I'll get back in net. 2 goals still to the good of Jobless, and this is a great touch from Oli again. They're slow to get back. Alpha on the backboard will be able to scoop it up, travel it, transition it downfield to Redosin, who gets the pop back to Alpha, back to Redosin, back to Alpha, back to Redosin, and back to nobody. So Oli gets the touch.
His first 2 minutes have been exactly what Jobless needed, especially after that Vitality timeout as well. The morale of Vitality could not have been higher, I think, in that moment in this series at least. And yet, again, no respect. Jobless don't care. They're here to get a job done. Zen, they're removing one. Rado drops it low. Alpha's there to shoot. It is one brought back, and you see Radosin light up on the camera.
Yeah, a lot of time left and a great little drop down there from Radosin. Alpha, he just finds the opening, squeezes it in between two of the defenders, top left, left-hand side. Back to 2-1. It's not quite panic stations just yet. They've done enough to steady the ship for now, but they still need to find one more.
We hit half-time in game number, what is this, 5 now. The 3 match points, the series points the Jobless have got, but Zen taking over. Bumps Oli, Rezi's there. Oli, though, taps it back towards his own net. Ixo, incredible positioning and saves the blunder coming in for his teammate.
A little bit of a whiff for Alpha, though. Another shot. Oh, Ixo's just got to stay down there. It was a disrespectful positioning, and it almost paid off. Down the other end now, Alpha off the ceiling. He's just lost it, but managed to find a dunk on 2. Radosin, how's your placement? How about Zen in the middle, and how about the equalizer for Vitality?
That's what they needed. And it was only 30 seconds after we were looking back and thinking, oh, maybe not. But Radosin sends it central. Zen slams it home, middle of the net. Bullseye for the young gun.
Yeah, if that was me, I would have put it straight off the crossbar back into my own net. So he's done so well to get up. It was a quick infield pass.
Hello.
So
Hello.
For the Hello. We haven't seen one of those since 2019, and he's pulled it out in the quarterfinal against Vitality to get the lead back.
A stunner! Unbelievable! Ixo has taken this opportunity to maybe the glimmer of making the major and is running with it.
I mean, what a disrespectful way to get the lead back just when Vitality might have some momentum. They could score again here, but Ixo, with so much aggression, he's been the hero. And look at the bumps coming through. Radosin's in massive trouble. He had a pre-flip off the post, did really well in the end. There's a lot of boost for Vitality to work it out, but Jobless, as I said, that is such a good goal to get. Sometimes it's just your day, and it was almost his moment there. Ixo off the ceiling, doesn't quite get that touch.
Final 90 seconds is going to be gigantic for the landscape of Europe. 80 now, Oli to challenge Alpha. Rezi patient on the backboard, drops down, great positioning. Rezi now from the backboard, sends it along the midfield. It's going to see him challenge versus Radosin, gets it round 1. Oli goes away from the ball, leaves Ixo in a 2v1. How does he do?
It's important to note as well with this minute left as Vitality need one. They're actually not fully locked in for Worlds yet, so not just playing for chocolates and a bit of prize money, as we said at the start. There's some points in seeding. Everything's still on the line. They're only at London so far. And they get a well and truly necessary goal back. 52 seconds left. We're back to 3-3.
That's a great point. Yeah, I misspoke earlier. Vitality, they need to win this series, and then they'll find themselves at Worlds. That is their win condition to make sure that they lock in the last 2 lands of the season. Jobless are currently playing spoiler to that, but an equalising goal with the minute remaining still gives Vitality that hope.
Is there any more magic coming through for Jobless for Ixo? What have they got? 50 by Zen. A lot of aggression. Rezi's in big trouble. He's done well to recover, though. He's dodged the bump. And he's found Ixo downfield, who can get a nice flick across to Oli. What a touch from Alpha. You could see the shot was going to be huge there, but didn't quite come through. Rezi trying to get the kick out. Does, but again, Oli was just a little bit close on the follow. They don't get the shot on. They're still pushing forward. They're looking for bumps. They're dancing around him. Ixo trying to pitch it through. 18 seconds. Feel like Jobless want to close this out. They don't want this overtime. They've got a lot of pressure.
It's a great challenge midfield. Ixo shuts it down before that attack really becomes an issue. Zen central. Rado's there. Goes high with it. The double tap chance. Zen is then back for the 1-2. Radosin wants to go ceiling, central. Ball instead just goes to the ground. Overtime. Jobless, an opportunity to take down Vitality and crush their world's hopes for now. But Alpha off the kickoff. It's what they rehearse for these moments. And Vitality keep themselves safe.
Johnny Boy punching the air, punching his desk right now. Only turns upfield, doesn't turn net. They don't cover the short cheat, the close kill. And we have a game win for Vitality. They claw one back. We will head to Neo Tokyo.
Worlds, it's just that they can secure it today to then make Worlds. Vitality have still got lots of other avenues. Of course, they're going to be going to the London Major. That's going to pretty much get them there as well. But Jobless, still, their job is to win.
It's a nice 50 from Rezi, who's going to jump up again, and double commit comes through. Oli backs off, lands underneath the ball. More 50s. The low 50 game is back for Jobless. sort of been their trademark, particularly from Ixo, trying to force the aggression. A little bit of offense coming through. Oli gets demoed. Alpha, I think that solo play. He's going to find a Redocin pre-jump from Ixo. He's lost it. Could the fake come through? The fake come through. Oli's ready for both. Covers everything. Could have definitely been a goal there for Vitality, if not for the superb defense.
I tell you what though, seeing it from that position, you think, yeah, that's obviously going to be a fake. Oli has no idea. He has to cover 2 angles, and he does so. The defense is outstanding so far from Jobless. Oli sending it low, but with nobody following, he just goes straight back to Zen. Actually takes a shot very high up with Ixa covering the backboard. I'd back him, just take a shot on the net there and force them down and make it awkward.
Rezi launches it, and oh no, that's probably a good pass.
Oh my word!
What is going on, chat? Let me hurry up and get my face cam back on. Hold on. Run that back, chat.
In front of net, he just sits downfield and camps up the campfire, sets up the barbecue.
Wow,
and
what a
cooks
play.
them.
Chat, give me
Utter
1 second.
disrespect. That is an outrageous touch for a player having the series of his life against one of the greatest teams in the world, against one of the best defenders this game has ever seen, and he cooks him.
Zen had no idea, or he might have had some idea, but Ixo was just too quick. The pre-jump in the end was a possible thing for Vitality. The skim off the car ended up straight in Ixo's lap. Great goal there, and you know, if you are Jobless, it's easy to say that you don't want Game 7. Of course, you'd rather win in Game 6, but against this Vitality, they're so clutch in the big games. It's got to hold on here. They lost it in game number 5. They've got the lead. They need a lock, batten down the hatches right now, but these demos, these bumps are going to be pretty tough to deal with. You can see Redocin circling, looking for something. He's got to find the ball now off the side, off the corner. Ixo needs to defend, and look at this. They're getting that one-touch dump in there, instantly looking for a bump.
I mean, bear in mind that Jobless, they had that 2-goal lead with 2 minutes remaining. Resi, they're going for this chance to try and make it that 2-goal lead yet again. And before Jobless lost it from that position, they cannot let that happen again if they can get into there. They need to make sure that they are staying extremely vigilant, no matter what the scoreline is.
So tries to get it to the 50. He's going to lose it back corner, which will help out Rezi. No boost. Alpha looking for bumps. He has found one. Redocin wants in, but again, the rotation's coming through. Rezi looks to the pop, gets it over the top. Alpha has to go. It's just going to be off the backboard. Tries to catch and go again with a reset to Zen. Ixo right there. He has just been the intercept man for Jobless. Rezi, what can he do? He's going to take it low. Looks for the pop. Zen gets the 50. Jobless keeping this ball in the right end. This is how they want to play it. Don't want to have to play constant defense against the world champs.
They've got that halfway line now. We saw just how sketchy Jobless did become and how much Vitality turned it on from this point. So Jobless, you've got to expect them to do the exact same thing again here on Neo Tokyo. Oli, though, getting a couple of demos to his name. Sent long, Zen to collect. Rezi can block him out.
Alpha, can't quite get that one to work. And look at Rezi underneath again. We'll have support in the midfield. Goes for the reset. Redocin, happy to clear it to the side for Zen, who just launches it downfield.
It's a scary moment, though, as you see a couple of players actually going for the commit on it. Rezi takes it low, can get the challenge and the control. Zen low on boost, Rezi, and Oli with a lot. This is good boost advantage coming in, and Oli, Predator missile, going straight for the attacking player.
It's a great bump as well, and a great pass to Zen, who's going 50s again. So many low 50s in this series. Really gets the touch, gets bumped off it, however. Redocin stealing all the boost, getting an early pop. And they are very low here, Jobless. They're going to have to hang on because all of Vitality have 100 boost.
Oli, though, with 100 boost for himself, shoots on target, just wide, in fact. 2 players did manage to find themselves back. We approach 1 minute remaining. Ixo with a challenge. Oli with the backflip. Goes low then with a challenge versus Zen. Rezi has to avoid a bump and then get the ball. Takes it to his own corner, can then take over. But Zen, he has got no time for these fancy tricks. He needs to get rid of these players, and they need a goal fast.
They're running it back. They don't want to score. It's a clear directive here from Jobless. Happy to take the 1-0. 45 seconds left. All they need to do is keep it out there. If they can keep going for some fakes, but Vitality, they're going to throw everything at this last 30.
Hearts in their mouths, Vitality are needing to get this win. Jobless, anything to secure it themselves. Alpha, right-hand wall, sees the player central. It's Redocin, just a reset on target. Ixo, gorgeous save from the post. Again central, Rado, Zen, goal! And equaliser for the Golden Hornets.
A phenomenal save, but you've got to back it up and do it again. 4 seconds later, Redocin infield straight to Zen. Perfect pass and an even better shot. Vitality keep on clutching up at the death.
But the kickoff, we saw what they did previously for a couple of other goals. It's going to be another intelligent one. Rado ends up getting it towards that back right-hand side. Zen with 100 boost. Challenges with Oli. Taking his time, heads backwards himself. 100 boost, that back corner. A lot of pressure on these players. Flick high, Alpha to save.
Double commit comes through whoever they... A little bit worried about that one. 7 seconds. Are we going to get another overtime? Are we going to get Vitality magic off the kickoff again? Oli's just looking for the pass, looking to get it around Alpha. 50 comes through. Radosin up in the air. Does Oli want the ground? He's going to stay behind it. Probably wants OT. We do get it. Game 6. Vitality win. We get another champ field. Or can Jobless play a massive upset?
Sam kickoff Alpha, the immediate double demo as well. Rezi is left on his own. And again, more defense just coming out so strong from the Jobless player. Alpha long back into the opposite half. And now we finally get more than 3 seconds in overtime in this series.
Huge pinch. Rezi does well to just get a touch on it. Looking to land, but Radosin takes it back to that man Zen. Early flick. Look at the space he's got to work with as well. Oli has to back off. He's going for the air dribble. Cringe as Rezi helps out Oli in there. He'll be happy that he had a teammate to support there.
I think Oli managed to dodge him as well, so credit to that defense regardless. But yeah, having that teammate back up gives you a little bit more leeway. Eats has to pump this from the backboard, does so. Oli is nearly found, but Alpha getting caught, catching that ball out in the midfield. Zen, brilliant block, nearly takes that shot on target, just goes high. Ixo looks to see Oli central, instead takes it low himself. Central again, Alpha to catch. It's going to be a 1v1, gone just wide of the net. First minute elapsed, and it has been extremely close both ways.
Yeah, they're winning this midfield game though, Vitality. You can just see the space they're getting, how Oli has to back off. The demo's coming through. He's got to wait for support in behind. He's got to wait for these teammates to respawn. Zen throws it across. This time there's no one home for Vitality, looking to push forward. Who's going to be that player to take the game by the scruff of the neck? Look to play offense. It's a whifty in the corner. You can see the pressure coming through, the bumps on Alpha. Ixo, he's trying to carry it around. He's been the hero, faking everyone out. Over to Rezi. Jobless, trying to keep this ball in, trying to get to work. Alpha, so well. Every touch, so much value on it.
A tantalizing float in front of the goal there from Rezi. Just only couldn't find his way in. Intelligently does not snap at anything he is not certain is going to be a good chance at a goal. Ixo now with relatively low boost has to force the ball over towards Zen. Rezi, the good defensive block. 2 minutes in this overtime, and Jobless attempting to take down a French Titan, as Endpoint couldn't do versus BDS earlier.
You want to give this much space to Zen. He's got around one with ease. He's going to get a reset as well. Takes all three to get the save, which means it's wide open, and which means we get another Game 7.
Vitality, the sheer audacity at every moment to try and push and succeed. They managed to go again with another late goal. Gets a goal in overtime, and Rezi confirming we get a timeout for Jobless in the chat.
It's been a long day so far. 2 series in.
Yeah, mate, you've done 14 games in a row.
Yep. It's... What do you want?
Right, here we go. I just want to make sure that people know they've done 14 in a row, but this is just the 7th. Vitality and Jobless. If Vitality go through, it's worlds for them. If Jobless go through, their hopes of the major. They stay alive. Job is not done, though. Regardless, it is the biggest game that we could have asked for here in Europe when it comes to these major permutations.
Yeah, if you're looking at percentage likelihood now, 3 games, or 2 games in a row for Vitality, and the Game 7, and the overtime confidence, you'd have to think they're pretty healthy favourites in this one. But doesn't Champ Fields throw up some interesting things sometimes? All about who can strike first. A lot of demos, a lot of pressure. Vitality keeping up the aggression. They're really a team that, as we said, they can play the same no matter the situation, and they're showing it right here.
Vitality with that chance of worlds need a couple more results to go their way if they're going to be able to do it after winning this series. But they've got the offense starting off very strong. Rado has to now track back, beat any player to the ball that he can. Rezi removing Alpha from the pitch. First minute elapsed, and it has been that aggression from Vitality that has been the difference maker, that in previous games they did not have the opportunity to go for. Getting that unbelievable air dribble bump cringe. Zen with an opener and giving just the second opening goal to the opposition versus Jobless this entire tournament so far.
Zen's cooking, but it's inexcusable for mine. You just cannot give him that much space. Look how late Oli jumped as first man to challenge. And all he did was just basically, he was the cameraman for the air dribble underneath. He had a great angle, actually, for the montage. But there we go.
There it is.
It does make up for it. The defense is questionable, but the offense, you cannot doubt this team. So good statistically in the Swiss stage and now in the playoffs.
Oli does it all himself as well. It was 12 seconds off the kickoff, and he manages to scoop it round, gets it through that back corner, muscles it through Zen. No amount of French fresh air buff is going to be enough for him, and we are tied level yet again.
He got a bit of a freebie there as well, he came at the best possible time, similar to what happened before, but Alpha has space now again. There needs to be an earlier challenge than that because this man will reset double touch on your head.
Explosions on the cameras as well from Zen 2. What a reset, going for the double. Dead center of the net, and that is Alpha 54 on a mission.
It was another case of they just have to pre-jump those air dribbles way earlier. It's too late. They've got to trust the teammate in behind to get the touch. So right now, that aggression we saw, who was the catalyst for that, it's gone away in the last 3 games, and we're seeing it here on Champfield again. Still a lot of time left, but if they keep giving these easy chances to Vitality, this lead can get blown out.
Jobless actually have a 0% win rate in games that they don't score first in this entire event. So it's not looking great for them. And that is going to be the near third goal coming in. Ixo dives in front heroically to clear the save away.
Yeah, do not tell them that, whatever you do. That's not the...
I've already DM'd it to Fruity.
Now, there you go. That's
sorry. Well done, mate.
Well done. Oli tries to get the pre-flip. No boost for him. Jobless. Have to get to work now. Still a lot of time left. It's down the right end. How on earth? He's just pulled up the bulldozer and gone straight through the back line.
Steamrolling the defense. 1 man, 2 man. Resi doesn't care. It's a left-right good night, and Ixo to finish it off with a jab. Equalized again. Game 7, halfway through. This game is going to come down to a hair.
I'm sure his first name is Chad, but we're going to have to check his Liquipedia after this. Phenomenal stuff there. And again, they find a goal out of nothing. It's so unusual. It's not quite the prettiest of goals, but...
That's where Oli's came from earlier as well, though, when he just muscled it through.
They all look the same on the scoreboard. That's what they say. It doesn't matter. Alpha's double touch, or how about you just bulldoze your way through? Both are a goal, and now the game's tied up. Game 7, just over 2 minutes left. Jobless will be lucky they're still in this, but they get a chance still to create a massive upset. They can forget about the past 2 games. Everything reset here on Champfield.
I mean, right now, we're seeing Jobless control their own destiny, and they're doing a brilliant job at that. Game 7 electric so far. Ixo challenging versus at the top. There's Resi on for an open net as well. Grado, head in hands. What went wrong?
What on earth happened here?
Where is he? Why is he there? He's gone on his holidays.
Massive, uncharacteristic mistakes and just not being aware of how, I guess, the speed from Jobless, but he was inside. It's not like he was behind or above or was in his blind spot. He was directly in front of him and somehow not quite ready for the speed. Another bump comes through, another
open again.
They're going to get back in time. Zen has to hustle. He can't even get there. 2-goal lead for Jobless.
2-goal lead. Radosin has to take that touch, fine, but the demo is instrumental. You see Zen having to do anything to get back after that agonizing 3 seconds. Sees the ball floating towards his own net. We've seen Vitality come back 2 goals in 2 minutes. Jobless need to make sure that does not happen again.
Well, it has been the perfect kickoff so far. That is one of Vitality's weapons. 90 seconds now. Resi with boost. Going to be able to get a nice first touch on it. It's phenomenal, actually. He's got a reset as well, and he's got to fake it out. Alpha with 100 boost. Looks for the shot. Misses. Oli just works it around. Radosin, who's gone for the pre-jump. Zen misses the second touch as well. And things are starting to get desperate.
It's more time, though, burning off the clock. Since I said that there was 2 minutes that Vitality had, it's now only 1 minute. Oli trying to challenge, just keep that ball in the opposite half. Ixo going central with it, blocking out Radosin. Radosin, though, taking his time. Rezi bumped away from it. That ball now central. Oli, right-hand wing. Send it long. Get it out of range of
all I'm
Vitality.
gonna say is
50 seconds and missing the touch. Rezi just launches
the
it.
doctor's got my
Great
old
demo
lady
from
fucked
Zen,
up.
but we are seeing coverage coming
I'm not
through
gonna
from
speak much
Jonas.
on
What a
it,
fake moment.
but just
he's
know
just so
some
forced.
bullshit out
He's
here.
got a one-on-one with Zen. He tries to bump him. Zen defends well, but they need it down the other end. He's looking for something. Oli coming up huge again. Alpha launching it downfield. They have to
But
get
what
it
a series
going
by
now with
Jobless,
the
chat.
reset with the follow-up, but it is just too much at the moment.
What a series by Jobless.
Right
I've been
now,
keeping
it's
up,
just
but
not
it's like
happening for Vitality. A demo from Alpha. You have to
I
get
had-
that some rage being
it was
let
a
out
family
on the pitch.
emergency.
Alpha dropping low, Radosin to receive instead.
I had
Blocked
more
out
important
by
shit to
Ixo.
worry about,
Only
but
15
hey,
seconds
good,
remaining. And Jobless, having come from the job
Ooh.
center to becoming architects of their own future, keep their major hopes
Oh!
with the destruction of Vitality.
They absolutely broke their hearts. They took them all the way to
Radosin,
game
quit
7.
showing,
They let them
bruh.
get back
Quit
in the
showing your
series.
emotion.
Only to let them down again. 5-2. Jobless will move on to Championship Sunday. Will upset the world champs and will keep their dreams alive.
That is going to also be, bear in mind, Gentlemates and Oxygen hoping that Vitality, once they could secure their major chances here and now. And Vitality having a loss means that Gentlemates and Oxygen, they are not confirmed for Worlds or Major. There's still those chances on their own sides, but Jobless, my word. Ixo said last split he was going to be the man to do it. He was going to get to the Major. Maybe that prediction was just one split too late.
I mean, a phenomenal turnaround.
Hey,
in
chat,
game 7.
real
You can
quick.
see how much that
Real
hurts
quick.
for Vitality. They
Before
had
I
a
skip
chance
on
to
to the next one,
really secure
if y'all had to cut
that
somebody
world
off of
championship
Vitality,
as
who
well,
would it
lock
be?
in world's points,
Who is the
seeding,
problem right
everything
now,
still
chat?
on the line,
If
but
y'all
that
had to get rid
London
of one
qualification
person,
spot, which they already obtained,
who would y'all get rid
they
of on
couldn't get the job
Vitality,
done.
bro?
It was
Who is
Jobless.
really the
That
problem?
3-1 lead in the
Let's
end.
talk about it.
Well, they needed all 3 games to get it done. On Champ Field, though, they had a 0% win rate.
Let's talk about it. Because me personally,
Perhaps not now.
I'm
Stunning.
Radosin gotta go, bro.
I can fault
and that's just
them
me.
games
That's just me. But I felt like
5
that
and 6,
for a
when
while
they just
now.
could
It
not
wasn't
shut it
just
out. They had that chance.
it wasn't just this year. It was last year
Goals will
too.
mean one. A series also means
Like,
one.
my guy has
That's how you end up winning it.
Probably
They move
I've
through.
seen the most
A
own goals from
semi-finals appearance for
Radosin.
Jobless and Vitality missing chance
No
on
other
that.
player, bruh. Like, my guy has the
Absolutely
most own goals.
chaotic best of 7s as well. The craziest thing, Stumpy.
Granted, that ain't what's costing them the game, but like, it don't help. You know what I'm saying?
Series of the day.
It does not help. What a series by Jobless though, chat. Who would y'all get rid of? And I want to know from Vitality fans, man.
Do not go anywhere.
Vitality
More series
fans,
coming up right after this.
who would y'all get rid of on Vitality? Because there's some problem going on here, obviously. Something is going on.
Take down Gentlemates. Oh
Here we
boy,
go, chat.
does that give us exciting potential for tomorrow? And obviously, with Jobless still in the event, and everybody kind of looking vulnerable, I think Ludigal's going to be thinking, we can win this thing. Why not go and win the last event online in the year?
Well, the two teams that looked the strongest also looked very, very vulnerable in our previous rounds. Vitality obviously already eliminated and also very close to BDS joining them in our very first match of the day. Gentlemen, you would imagine were the most vulnerable coming into today's matches, but we also know just how often Friday doesn't seem to indicate Saturday or Sunday form. Can Gentlemates keep that going? Get themselves a very much required win as Atomic now takes the shot in attack. He had to be on his toes.
I love that infield pass follow-up. It's actually led to
Oh,
a
try to send a
shot for
beamer.
Chronic, who's straight at Itachi with it. Some decent
The ball.
passing in the final third there from Ludic Galaxy. Oh, beautiful back corner control. Backboard control, I should say, by Tox. You know, 50s it back to a Chronic. Still so far, I mean, Gentlemates are
Oh, my
playing
boy,
this
a
one
Chronic!
tentatively, to say the least. As
A Chronic, Atomic,
Galaxy back them into a corner again. Seiko's
and
completely
Tox.
out of the game here, and it's bouncing on target. It's on the goal line, but not in, as it somehow goes clear.
Chronic's going to try and keep this going. Goes over the top, going to aim for Juice's card. No, just ran out of boost. Here comes Atomic.
They keeping that pressure on though, chat.
Seiko's in goal with no boost. Attaches the other one really anything. He's beat to the ball. So Tox looks for Juice's car, can't quite get it. Drops down to a Chronic. How on earth have Gentlemates kept this out? Surely!
Wow.
Atomic finally gets the ball over the line.
on track to take down BDS record. Long way to go. BDS hitting 99 shots in a best of 7 earlier on today. And in just over a minute and 30 seconds, Luna Galaxy have hit 7 shots at the Gentlemates net, scoring 1. I really felt like the goal was coming there. So relentless with their attack. This could be another one. As what redirect to Chronic! Doesn't play for the goalie. He keeps on ball cam and just chips it past him.
I was absolutely certain he was going to try and aim for Juicy. I think Juicy might have been thinking the
Ooh,
same.
that was a nice touch, chat.
But it's not early enough.
Then he had options there. He could have upped the goalie, could have just tried to fake it. He played for the redirect. It was perfect by a Chronic. What a start by Luna Galaxy. Gentlemates looking shaky early on. They kind of invited the attack, and that's why it's dangerous to do so. They're
Here we go.
right back now. Seiko puts one in the other end. It's the assist that made it also easy for him from Itachi.
It has been an utterly wild day, and a 2-goal lead you would not say is all that secure. Cut down to 1, 3 minutes left on the clock. Let's see what Gentlemates can come up with. That is going to drop straight out to a Chronic. He couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yeah, Chronic's going all the way himself here. He's in front of the ball with the reset. Seiko had to really quickly get in front of that one. Chronic, the first player to hit a proper double reset in RLCS years ago now. Seiko's still up for this. Shut down by Tox, who has been delighted with his team's form this weekend. They're struggling for boost in this exchange though. Juicy has plenty as he looks to center the ball back in. Chronic barely able to clear that over Seiko's head. And now here comes Itachi. Top shelf, no. Straight at Tox.
Juicy tried to set himself up, but that was a very heavy first touch. Chronic's on pretty low boost, and that 100 boost did not drop down there for Juicy. And did have to get himself back. Going to keep this play going, but usually very difficult to create from the corner. Chronic does prove that rule to be true. Seiko's turn now. Atomic realizes it, knew he had to go early. The wall, nice ceiling recovery. A Chronic is well on form in this series.
Yeah, they obviously started off stronger
good defense,
and then
good defense.
had to survive some pressure from Gentlemates. And as long as Luna Galaxy can change though.
I'm about to say, what did happen right there, chat?
As he looks to center the ball back in. Chronic barely able to clear that over Seiko's head. And now here comes Itachi. Top shelf, no.
Good
Straight
stop,
at Tox.
good stop.
Juicy tried to set himself up, but that was a very heavy first touch. Chronic's on pretty low boost, and that 100 boost did not drop down there for Juicy.
Oh, good cutoff.
And did have to get himself back. Going to keep this play going, but usually very difficult to create from the corner. Chronic does prove that rule to be true. Seiko's turn now. Atomic realizes it, knew he had to go early. The wall, nice ceiling recovery. A Chronic is well on form in this series.
Yeah, they obviously started off stronger and then had to survive some pressure from Gentlemates. And as long as Luna Galaxy can play this one out consistently, they are looking good, looking very good in the midfield. This is some great offensive play. Tox going to leave it for Chronic, who's got a better angle. Trying to steal the boost, but it wasn't there. That's actually getting up Juicy a massive opportunity. Counter attack coming. Juicy to the ceiling. Double tap. Collects the ball again.
Good
Tries
defense.
to fly back to it. Couldn't get there.
Atomic booming clear. Nobody able to challenge that in the midfield. It is up to Seiko. Gets the lay down pass.
Ooh, good defense.
Good help of the post. Now it's Gentlemates' turn to try and see if a mistake will happen. They've got half of one. Itachi shoots. Oh, it's off the
He
post.
missed.
Oh, well, Luna Galaxy have got away with that there. They're still scrambling. No boost on a Chronic. No boost on Tox there. Tommy's got plenty, and he does get to the ball. That's huge, but can they get a clear? They can't.
They got
Juicy
one.
doubles in.
It was only a matter of time.
Brilliant play here from Gentlemates. They knew that this was the chance and that they couldn't just let up the pace that they had. Atomic tried, and Atomic was nowhere near. Juicy puts us to 2 each. Gentlemates are more than just solid defense.
I mean, what a shot by Juicy there. The angle on the rebound is absolutely perfect. Straight from the kickoff. Tox gets an opportunity, saved by Itachi. Tox is still up for this, so looking to keep the attack alive. And it might be dead now as Seiko takes the ball away. Not long though, as Atomic gets it right back into the mixer. Final 40 seconds of the game. Rapidly approaching. Oh, Tox to the air dribble. Juicy's had to dive at the near post to stop that one. Luna Galaxy not afraid to attack the back corner of Gentlemates in this matchup.
Just been the danger man though. Itachi trying to dive forward. Seiko now. Ooh, that was close. If Chronic got any contact, he's now actually got Seiko's car. That means he was going to go through. He needed help. And help arrived just in time.
Oh, this is dangerous. Seiko had an open backboard there, couldn't get it. Oh, hold on. Juicy's put it in his
no.
Not initially, it probably was. He had to do something about it.
What in the...
forward, gets caught out by a Chronic, who, yes, did hit the target. Juicy needed to touch that, but he couldn't get a good enough touch.
Just got caught.
Got caught lacking.
Put himself out of position. Gentlemate's tried for the kickoff. That was well read. On the side of the Lunar Galaxy. Oh, not Lunar Galaxy. For this one, though. To the far side. Tox wants to drop it. He has managed to do so.
1-0.
And that is game
1-0.
number 1, Lunar Galaxy. Tally to have towards you. They also beat KC 3-1 in the second round. Lunar Galaxy are on form, and this is a very nice kickoff to start, although they would have wanted to be a bit better. Now they put themselves in trouble.
Yeah, the wrong continuation there by Lunar Galaxy. They're actually forced back into defense. The fake kickoff did initially get them possession, and they weren't able to do anything with it. Just sort of passed the ball straight down the middle to a Gentlemates player.
Atomic as Chronic has the passing option, and he's just...
What the...
You've got to respect that he can hit it, and instead it was full power on the clear.
Oh my word, what an absolute boom by Atomic. He's just sent to the entire length of the pitch. Gentlemates had no idea that was a threat in the position. It didn't look like he was going to shoot it. He looked like he was going down the line with it. No one was back. Gentlemates have been completely caught off their line once again.
I will still maintain from here until the end of time, hitting the ball really hard is the best way to play Rocket League.
Agreed.
That's also coping
Chronic need that boost,
which
boom.
I imagine is, well, quite a lot of us here, actually.
For me, I
Those
just
play
want
by
my
Tox
dominant
right
teammates
there.
to stop fluffing
I mean,
the ball.
really.
Hit it hard. Come on.
Hello,
That's all I ask.
those teammates that keep fluffing the ball every single time. Anyway, back into
Good demo.
game number 2. There's Itachi back down the line, past 1. Atomic's low boost, so he's going to be in such trouble.
Nice defense.
And he's done enough. Now Chronic, opposite side of the field. Tox trying to chase down Seiko. Seiko avoids the bump,
Oh,
gets the
good way to
Oh
avoid
my
the
goodness,
bump.
what a save by Atomic to keep the ball near post there once again. Just completely surprising Gentlemates who were expecting him to try and clear it across the face of his own goal. Now he's completely dusted Juicy.
He can't get the double tap
Atomic
off of it.
has nearly got that one on target. Seiko had to lunge back and make sure. Chronic wrong side of this one. Atomic comes in and takes over. It seems like he's just got endless boost at his disposal, Atomic. He's going to need more than that here.
Oh,
And he
nice.
does have a good touch. Once again to clear the lines. Itachi, uncontested, misses, but Seiko picks it up in the midfield. He's going to leave it for Juicy. Good pull away from the ball there by Seiko. But the backboard's well defended by Lunar Galaxy. Had all options covered on that defensive play.
Yeah, Lunar Galaxy just a step
he ain't
fast,
stopping
and I
from
think they're
getting that boost.
expecting double commit to get the save. Now Atomic off
Good
the
bump.
wall. Couple of bumps there from Tox. It was an absolute...
They still
mess.
double committing. Come on.
Rotation from Gentlemates, who narrowly got it back together in time to stop that one from going in. 3 minutes left. Lunar Galaxy have got 1. Look to try and make it 2, but they got enough, and Juicy can collect the ball.
Well, you know, Atomic, you can
I like
see
underdog
the
wins,
other
chat. I
players
ain't
is
gonna
so
lie to you.
effective in modern Rocket League. He's not had
Plus,
the
I also
winningest
want
teams
Carmen Court
in
to
recent
somehow
years, but
magically
his individual
get
impact
to
is
Worlds, but
undeniable. Lunar Galaxy today, I
not
think.
that'll happen.
The full package team-wise. Oh, what a pass. Oh, what a goal. Gentlemates pick a mid-pass out of nowhere. It's Seiko this time to Itachi. Lunar Galaxy could not react in time.
Good play by G2.
I mean, they tried. A Chronic 40 at the
Gentlemates.
lead, but he just wasn't quick enough. The pass had to be perfect. But it's Gentlemates. Of course, the pass is going to be perfect. On the button, into the net, 1 each. What series this is turning into. As now we see Juicy. What can he cook up for us? Not much. Shut down for at least the time being. Chronic is backfield. You can't afford to slow players too much. You only get 1 demo. Now Tox in. Trying to recover it, and safely up the side. Juicy also would have very much liked to have hit the other
Nice.
car.
Nice.
That's a great hit by Atomic there with very little boost at his disposal. Still able to get the defensive touch that his team needed. Chronic's got a chance to dust Itachi here. Gets a good dunk over the top of him. And it's sent flying back across the box.
Hey, Luna Galaxy playing their
Galaxy
ass
tried
off
to take
though,
another
check.
late lead. Seiko going the other way though, ceiling shot. Used his flip early there, didn't have one once he reached the following 50-50. Gentlemates are kind of being forced to play Luna Galaxy's game here. This is the pace they want to play at.
Yeah, they are being
It's not the
forced to play that
Gentlemates
game,
can't
but
fast. It's more
but-
they try to usually control their opponents. Luna Galaxy have not been
It's still a
controlling
tie game.
for most of this series.
Oh, what a demo. Now it's up to try and finish the job. Seiko gets the
Good
ball to draw
defense.
it down, but that third touch just took it away from the goal. Is anyone back? Oh my goodness, Seiko has to get there.
Whoa.
He's lost the challenge. Next one up, a chronic.
Oh my goodness.
Couldn't get to it. He was already mid-flip.
What a play.
Seiko now, past
What?
Itachi. No boost, but they were still so close. Everyone is trying to get anything.
What?
But now there's nobody back at all. They've left it.
What?
Cox, Atomic.
Wow.
A crazy double commit.
Yeah, they double committed and they just cost like a
On
motherfucker.
half chance. I mean, they just double committed on essentially what would have been a risky play for either player to go for. Neither player had a clear shot at the goal. Atomic was very much there in the way of it, or was it a Chronic? You can understand why those are the two names that would be difficult to catch in a glimpse. But, well, Luna Galaxy were definitely in the way of that one. But both players jumped anyway. It's bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. But Luna Galaxy have done it again, a late lead in game 2.
You can say it's been a very bizarre weekend for Gentlemates. They looked better in this series, but still just some ugly signs of what has been on Friday. They got 40 seconds to find a goal. Well, they will be very far behind in this series. Good chance, but Atomic, that is about as safe as you could want to put that ball, and he still followed it up.
Look at that back pass as well by Atomic, just really slowing the ball down here in the back corner, frustrating Gentlemates,
He is
who can't really do too much with that one. It's a clinical back corner defense. Chronic just nips into the midfield, grabs the boost away from Seiko, as Gentlemates are really struggling to create anything in the closing seconds. It's a goal attempt here. Chronic with a flip reset, double tox is committed, but Atomic still back with boost. They should be okay here to get across the line.
Oh, that would have
They
been
decided to give it
disgusting.
at least a moment of heart in mouth.
That would have been
But Luna Galaxy have
disgusting.
their second
Oh.
win, and Gentlemates have to take their time out, which they have done.
Denying
go.
them opportunities, getting goal side, back passing to his teammates. I mean, truly phenomenal. But the whole, I'm impressed by the whole Luna Galaxy lineup. They have been brilliant. Let's see if they can keep it going
They are
after the
playing.
Gentlemates timeout.
Let's see if they
It
cool
does
down
feel
though.
so good to seeing Tox especially getting some good results. It feels like he's been there or thereabouts for so long and just hasn't quite
Good
found the
pass.
results. It's usually quarterfinals is where the tournament peaks. Maybe not today. Maybe not this time. They have got to get this over the line, and they've got to overcome what is a very real timeout buff when it comes to Gentlemates.
And that's a chance for Itachi to get something started. Favorable 50. Seiko quickly up for that one. It's bounced violently into the ceiling, then the ground, and back up again. So Chronic can counter with a
Not the
ceiling
musty.
shot.
Oh,
well played.
my God.
After the miss from the goalkeeper, and it's still in the goal.
Oh, what is going on?
There's going to be a pro petition to start opening these goals up to be a little bit bigger at this rate. The woodwork making all the difference yet again. Juicy with plenty of options on the left side. Decides to take it by himself. Reset. Didn't get much on it though. Fairly easy work for Atomic. Now Chronic needs to
Good
go
defense.
quick. And Seiko is breathing down his neck.
Oh, I don't know if that would help the majority of the Rocket League scene. You can make the goal as big as you like. You know we're all still hitting the crossbar and open
We
nets.
need the Retropia goal size. That thing is huge.
I'll still hit the crossbar. Don't worry about it.
Well, you, me, and the pros all both. It has been that kind of event. A Chronic, though, trying to find the setup.
Good demo.
Couldn't get it to a teammate. That teammate
Gotta
has
take that
been
pressure
just
off.
a rubble. Now Seiko, who has had a lot of opportunities to take the ball full boost, and Luna Galaxy have not bitten just yet. They've not been outplayed. Now Seiko just needs one. Atomic now up. Immediately backs down, realizes he wasn't going to get there first. Tops his turn. Into Juicy, who half volleys the ball clear.
It's a great first touch by Chronic. He's
Ooh.
not able to get control of the ball fully, though, and make something happen. Oh, Atomic can.
Hey,
though.
he let
That's
it get
threatening.
through. That's
Juicy
a
has
goal,
to
boy.
deflect the back post. He's
Good
done extremely
defense, good
well
cutoff.
for Juicy to come away with ball
Luna
control.
Galaxy is playing their little hearts out right
Looking to
now,
bring
check.
Seiko into the play. Great touches by Gentlemates here. These are quality hits. to each other. It gets a shot
Good
at the end of
defense
it,
by
which
Tox.
is saved well by Tox, but the demo's now reining in. Juicy takes the Chronic out of the equation. And he almost gets the goal, but again, it's Tox goal side to deflect it to that back corner.
Been sat on Atomic's ball camp for a while now. He needs to settle himself back down as good as he has been. The last minute has been a bit wild, and he's been whiffing the ball on a few occasions. Called into action, plays the ball backboard, is bumped. That's a lot better. And it was needed. Tox does not find the
He
demo on
didn't get
Seiko.
the demo.
Being a little bit frustrated at that one because it did seem like he had a lot of pace on the way through. Juicy's won the challenge. Should be reasonably safe, but Atomic decided to play it straight into the path of Itachi.
Well, Juicy's faked him off for that one, though. Nice fake challenge. But they're not really getting clear-cut chances, gentlemates. This is a disciplined performance. They've not made the mistakes that got them scored on
Gotta
last
take that
game.
shot on goal if you
But in
can.
offense,
No matter how,
chances have been
no matter if
equally
you
few
think they're
and
gonna
far
stop
between
it.
for them.
No matter how easy it may seem.
Whoa, that was an unbelievable setup, and it still didn't go in. Juicy will feel robbed. Now he's got to be caught into defense. Narrowly avoids getting hit by Atomic.
Yeah, great speed by Juicy there to get up quickly away from the potential redirect. That's what caught them out in game one, where Chronic was able to snipe the ball away from him. And that was definitely the best chance of the game for gentlemates. Post keeps Luna Galaxy in a tie and
Oh, way to
being
catch
two
that,
goals
though.
up, 2 games up, I should say. This is very scary for gentlemates. The goals are not coming easy. The chances to score are not coming easy. And even when they got their best chance, they still couldn't hit the target.
No, all they've had so far in terms of outplay is that unbelievable pass. Now,
Oh my God! There's
what on
there's no
earth
fucking way
is
he
this
just scored
player
that
doing
shit.
today? Atomic is otherworldly.
What?
It's just unbelievable. I mean, Atomic's
What
interception
the fuck?
to take the ball away in the midfield was
Who
already
reading that
special.
shit like that,
But what a
bruh?
read to put their team
What
on
a
goal
fucking
ahead
play!
again. I mean,
What
it
a
really
fucking
has
play!
been
Oh
unstoppable
my
this series at
God!
times.
Who the reading that shit like that, bruh?
Gentlemates trail for the 3rd game in a row.
I've got as far as to say unplayable. They don't know what to do
What
against
the
him. Even
fuck?
there, takes on 2. Seiko can't get the recovery, attaches to the wall. A Chronic waits, lays it over to his teammate. Atomic gets it past the first one. Can he find the setup? It is Gentlemates with so
Bro,
little
what a
time to
series
find
right
the
now.
ball.
Oh, he caught him with the
But
bounce.
now they've got-
It's off. It's off. It's off.
That
Oh
would've been a
man.
crazy redirect double tap
Luna
there by
Galaxy came to
Atomic.
play this morning,
Sniping it
this
off into the
afternoon, this
curve
evening,
above
whatever
Gentlemates,
time
and
it
that's
is,
the
where
ball's
they
in
at.
right now again.
They
Here it
came to
comes.
play.
Can he do anything wrong right
That's
now?
off.
Atomic with a flip reset,
That's
sealing
so
double
hard to
off the
score.
crossbar.
Now he passes back to Tox.
Good pass back. They was not expecting that
25
shit.
seconds, or it might be a
might have been
Gentlemates
expecting
team
a demo,
that needs
but not a
reverse
pass back.
Sweep. Timeout already burned. Not the best.
You can't
Juicy
miss
looks
it.
at- and he's
He was
put
not
it
in
out of
position to-
shootable range for his teammates.
He was not
He
in
ran out of
position
boots. He
to.
couldn't get on the
Yeah.
outside of the ball again. It's the final
Yeah.
10 seconds of the game. Half a clear there.
He
for
wasn't in the
Luna
best
Galaxy
position to
as they
score
buy
that,
themselves
man.
some
That's
time.
tough. If
But
you
they're
score
not
that, man, you a
going out of
fucking
the woods
god.
yet. Oh, they might be now, though. Talks off the post. And that's game. 3 in a row for Luna Galaxy.
What's that
What
goal?
happened to everyone saying European Saturdays are boring? Dare to miss one, you dare to miss the best Saturday of the entire
What the
season.
fuck happened
Luna
with that
Galaxy
goal? Who the
are on
fuck
the
is
verge of
reading that shit
eliminating
like
the
that?
major champions
Huh?
in the
Who the
quarterfinals.
fuck reading that,
This is just
bruh?
unreal.
Getting this
I don't know.
on.
I think you started the pot there, Shogun. I think you started the pot.
What the
But
fuck?
this really has been the craziest event. I mean, this has been the craziest series of events. We're just worldwide.
Who the fuck do you
More to
think
come
you
from
are?
APAC,
Huh?
OCE, Europe as well. We're not done.
Ain't
but
nobody
it's
told you to
already
do that like
before we
that.
even finished. By far the craziest event of the season of this
Who the
season.
fuck do you
Sequence of
think
events.
you are,
North
buddy?
America was outrageous.
What?
But now Europe. Just finding the
Oh,
craziest finish
my
possible. Carmine Clark, Vitality,
brain.
Gentlemates all losing in the open qual. Now we've got
My
Vitality
shit.
eliminated in the quarter.
Chat,
by
y'all
Jobless.
know that, like in a
We've got
movie scene,
3-0
y'all see like a little
Luna
math
Galaxy
problem, a whole
over
bunch of
Gentlemen's.
difficult math
4 match
problems.
points. Can
And
they
that
close it
motherfucker
out
just doing all these
advance
numbers
to the
and
top
shit.
4?
That's what my brain doing right now.
It's not a Mickey
That
ride.
bitch really over here trying to
They are
calculate shit.
outplaying them at the moment.
Who
Yeah,
the
sure,
fuck
it's
reading the
really
ball
good
off the?
defense, but
Who the fuck reading the ball off the wall like that though in that situation?
But you then look towards game 3, and it is Atomic who is outplaying.
Hey, that's what make them pros, bro. This is what they do for a living, bro. If anybody gonna know how to read the ball off the wall,
we don't know anything about how
it's
much he
pros.
can peak.
hey, props to him. He been in the lab,
You
bro.
mentioned it.
That's a goal.
Oh, that's a chance. It's
Oh
off the
my
bar. Oh goodness, it's
fucking
not in.
gosh.
How is that not
There's
in?
no
I can't
fucking
believe it.
way there.
We just
What?
wanted a chance to breathe. No, it's not. And no, it's yet again Gentlemates denied by the post. I was going to mention though, Talk's defense at the start of the last game. Well, Atomic was heating up was brilliant. Now Chronic
Defense
gets goal
is
side
insane,
of
bro.
it, drop down pass. I mean, they've all been there
These
in
kids'
defense.
defense are
Just
insane, bro.
frustrating Gentlemates. Gentlemates know they need to step it up, and they all can. Who's it going to be, though? Who's going to take the offense up a notch? Because Luna Galaxy are not giving away
Oh,
throws.
good demo.
Oh, Juicy needs some help because that's now dropped very ugly. Tachi's up there in time. Puts it into some form of safety.
Oh,
Tox sticks around. Achronic already there. Ball's in the corner. We'll see what they can create from this kind of position, but typically very difficult.
good.
And
Oh my God, good
that
pinch.
has certainly gone the distance. Achronic's gonna have to try and pick up the pieces.
Chronic, even with no boost, spotted the gap behind Itachi. Sucked the ball over the top of him. And Atomic immediately up there. Just no time for Gentlemates to get anything started. As soon as they take to the air, Luna Galaxy match them. This time it's Tox matching as he intercepts the play before it could become too dangerous. I mean, they are just stopping everything here. When it does reach their goal line, it's either a Luna Galaxy player or one of the posts denying Gentlemates. But let's be honest, most shots and most attacks are not even reaching that kind of range.
That
This
should
one
be a
is,
goal.
though. It's actually on target. And this
I don't know
time
what
in
happened
off
there,
the
but that's
post.
yeah.
Gentlemates
No
get
way
it
they
on the
missing
right
that.
side.
And it finally decides to agree with them. Gentlemate have an all-in-crucial first
Top's
goal.
probably thinking
And
like,
again, it's just putting that ball in field, hoping that you can
Atomic.
win
I
the
think it was
race
the Atomic
to
on the
ball.
wall right there.
And they see the fruits of their labor.
No, it was
What
a Chronic.
shot from Itachi.
I believe
Yeah, great finish.
it was a Chronic.
It's not
He
easy
probably
to
thinking
get
that he was
those,
gonna get a touch on the
you know,
ball and then
well-placed
he
shots,
end up
even
getting
if
one.
It is a close net,
That's all.
close to open, and essentially open if you shoot it
Ooh,
properly.
beamers.
On a day like this, where nothing's
Another
really
double
going your
tap.
way,
But hey,
you're kind of manifesting a
Mechanics.
miss as you jump for it, but he actually managed to get it right that time, as you expect from a player with his level of experience. So this is where, you know, Gentlemates are dangerous. Luna Galaxy need to be disciplined here. Can't give them
hey,
anything
you expect
for free.
Gentlemates to get at
Need
least
to make
one.
it work
You
for
know what I'm
every single
saying?
play, work for
At
every
least.
play, every ball,
We're not
every
expecting
goal.
the fucking 4-0.
So Gentlemates get rolling. That's when the
So if they
double
get
starts.
one,
Set for Luna Galaxy, another
if
chance
I'm
here.
Luna
Gentlemates
and Gentlemates
are
get
gonna put
one,
it in.
I'm not freaking
Sox
out.
gets
You expect them to at least
completely
get one.
dry boost and couldn't reach the top corner.
And everybody else eyes, you ain't even
Desperate
supposed to be
make
up
some
3-0
sort
in
of
this series
contact
right
there,
now.
and the moment that didn't happen, he was in no man's land. 2-0 for Gentlemates. And it starts to ramp up. Gentlemates looking better and better. Kickoff will head straight over to Achronic. As now we drop down. Tox takes control. Not the best first touch. They might be able to make something work with that. Juicy now looking in field. And nice little fake challenge there from Itachi.
Boom.
Took some of the sting out
Give me
the
that.
initial
Give me
play.
that.
Here
Give me
comes the
that.
follow-up. Going backboard. Itachi will get there comfortably.
Yeah, there was a jump though from Luna
Nice
Galaxy.
redirect.
Tox again. I mean,
Two
can't get
back-to-back
by a boost
redirects.
back.
What a
Just
play!
Completely taken
Redirect.
out of the game by this one. Oh, he went for the
Redirect.
big pad in the corner. It wasn't there. And, you know, had he gone for the small pad rotation, I think he would have had that. So maybe a bit of a mistake there by Tox, mistiming the
Oh,
big boost
yeah.
pad respawn, but well played anyway by Juicy. That is a brilliant redirect. To
Chat,
punish
me being a Karma Court
Tox
fan,
for
I
running
need
dry once again.
Luna Galaxy to
And this is
lose.
the sort of result where they can keep this up, maybe even add another one to it. You
Karma
really
Cup.
start to introduce that threat. Just inform them exactly who you are, trying to go low on the challenge. Still plenty of time here, actually.
Although Karma
for-
Court's fate is not in their hands,
who have been utterly dismantled to this point
This
in the game. Nice little
could
bump.
help.
Itachi's run out of boost. Now Juicy, low challenge. In field to Tox. Gets bumped for his troubles. And that is the sting taken out yet again.
once again, although KC's fate is
This
not
was
in
getting
their
from,
hands,
Luna Galaxy a little bit here.
Gentlemates
some
and
point
Oxygen losing
in this game,
and
it
fucking
stops being an attempt to win, and it
Vitality
just
losing
becomes a
helps.
attempt to
It
get
doesn't
some
hurt.
momentum going into the next
It
game, but
doesn't
that's
hurt.
Just as important, I think. That's,
Granted, when I do
that's
go to
something
Worlds,
we'll
I definitely want to
continue
see
play
old
hard
Uncle
for.
Zen in that motherfucker. You feel
This
me?
is important not to give Gentlemates
Definitely want to
4
see
or 5 or
nephew
6
Zen.
to really start to give them the regain that they need. Luna Galaxy are playing this out fairly standard for now.
Good
Is
demo.
it comebackable? We often talk about how difficult it is.
Yeah,
to
thi-
get
thi- this game
consecutive
over with,
goals
chat.
against this
This
Gentlemates
one over.
lineup. It's proven to be so.
At this point, Luna ready to get to the
It's
next
this
one.
game as well, where we start to look towards the way that Luna Galaxy have won their
So they can
games
run
and
it
just
back.
Go, okay, can you get one more of these?
They just need
game
one.
2 where Gentlemates were pretty much their own worst enemies, or game 3 where Atomic, I don't know. That was
out of boost and
different
missed it.
sort of form from him. Can they get that one more time?
That's through.
What will it take for that one extra game?
That's through.
It's going to take an awful lot for them to get anything out of this one. 4-0. Gentlemen to run away with
That's
it.
through.
Yeah, this has been their best game so far. There's, you know, no
Gentlemen
points
ran
for
away with this one.
getting that right, but
Are we surprised?
quarter of the way there,
Nah, but we
gentlemates.
surprised that they down 3-0.
Obviously
Oh
barring
yeah.
an absolutely
Oh yeah.
crazy result from this point onwards. No sweep. This time around, gentlemates have only been swept once this season. Was BDS in event 2. This time around, they managed to dodge the sweep, so you know it's not really saying much. I'm sure they won't be too happy with themselves. Hey, we only lost 4-1. They're gonna at some point
Jesus.
win, no
They
question
still
about it,
whooping
but
that ass.
yeah, 5-0.
Spanking that ass,
That's
spanking that
a way
ass.
to start the comeback vibes. But can they really build on this, Shogun? The other question is there any world where Luna Galaxy call a timeout here? Have we ever seen
I mean, I
where
would.
there'd be the one-game timeout? I think they should, honestly.
I
think
would.
that'd be a smart
After
move.
one,
Just cool them down a little bit.
Oh, nice little pass. And they're not gonna
I
go
would.
for
This
it.
is one of them times where I'll call a
Just for quite
timeout.
some
Granted, it's
time.
early, but
And Gentlemates
we up 3-1.
have
We just need one
step
game.
done. Many more to go. They have got game number 4. But there is also.
So I feel like if they lose this one, I would take one. I would take one. I wouldn't wait till match point. Because at match point, game 7 is anybody's game, bro.
Do we require
It's
the
anybody's
Tokyo?
game. Timeout or
Do we
not.
require to go
At
to
that
our
point,
4th
it's
match of the
anybody's
day?
game.
Gentlemates will be the team with the main answers to that.
I want them to really believe
Yeah,
that
gentlemen,
y'all won 2 games.
set one
I want y'all to think that y'all in our heads
for
right
Luna
now.
Galaxy.
Fuck no, baby.
Who just need to
Y'all
keep
won 2. We
doing
just
what
gotta.
they've
Y'all
been
got.
doing.
Y'all won 2. Y'all gotta win 2 more. We
Quickly
just gotta
making
win
those
1.
key defensive touches and popping off when it's your turn to do so. I mean, Atomic especially has been outstanding.
But I would have called one right
on
there
the ball
though.
in offense
I would have
today.
called one.
Chronic has had some extremely good
But if
touches
they lose
as well.
this one, they need to call it.
One of the best third men in European Rocket League history. Oh,
good
free jump shooting
defense.
denied by Chronic. What a defensive play that is.
Now Atomic looking
If
to
they
try
lose-
and take
if they
on the
lose this
challenge.
one, I feel like they
Seiko
need to
happy
call it.
give him what he was after. Good demo as well. Nice fake. Juicy took everything out of that play. Knew he was in trouble after that original demo. Now they're still in trouble. Chronic decides to go backboard, test the boost totals of Gentlemates. Gentlemates passed the test.
Well, Chronic here trying to bait in
Good
a 50.
demo.
Doesn't get one, but Atomic with the recovery demo. And now Tok's
nice
looking
play,
to get one
nice
ahead
play.
of the ball. No luck. Seiko too quick to get in front of it. And once again, Seiko just being a menace in this play, taking it past every Luna Galaxy player. But there is enough of a delay for the
Oh.
first to rotate back, become a fourth.
Oh my God!
That's just into the
What a
middle.
tap!
That was Atomic
What a
set to
double
this, and
tap right
Chronic
there,
is there
chat.
to get the
Boom.
finishing touch, but
Boom.
oh dear, Juicy just hits it right into him.
Yeah, he
There's
did, bro.
nothing else to be said about it. He knew nothing about the ball coming in to hit his car. He will say nothing about it afterwards.
Yeah, I would.
Just
Fuck
happy
that.
enough that it did
Yeah, I
so.
planned that.
1-0
He ran out of boost.
Galaxy, and it might be that could be the margin.
Yeah, it looked like Juicy could take
Yeah, that-
control there, but he could not. He just lost control with one touch. Thought you could see a gap between Atomic and the wall. Atomic is arriving way too fast for that with too much momentum. Luna Galaxy trying to close it out in 5. They've got yet another lead.
Bounce up.
Led in 4 games this series. The other 3.
Nice
Atomic makes it
play.
2 with a close range double.
I almost walked away from my chair. What is happening? Atomic is just incredible today.
And
Gets
he
the
got the
reset. Pops
he
it
got the
under.
reset.
Goalkeeper
Yeah,
didn't
he got the
check,
reset. I was just
It
gonna
was
say that.
done.
He just rolled with it. A little side flip to finish it off. Atomic with brilliant contortion. Now they just need to play the clock as much as they're playing Gentlemates.
If Atomic keeps playing like this, I'm going to need one of those headsets that walk around with me. No way I'm staying still watching this guy play like this. Seiko, straight down the line. Nice pass.
Oh.
Itachi pops the ball up. A Chronic is beaten.
That's a tough one. Hey, that's a tough one to stop.
Play, Gentlemates.
Oh, Chronic was just completely alone here. Tox dove for the challenge, but Seiko dissected him with a perfect pass. And Itachi with the solo play. I mean, just what he said, they've got to start playing the clock here. They ended up in a 2v2. That's not good enough for Luna Galaxy. They've got to keep their activity high as possible for all 3 players when it comes to defense against Gentlemates.
Tachi's on low boost, but he does at least have control of the ball. Passes it off to a Juicy, who is also on low boost. Does not have control of the ball. Tox now. Trying to just take the challenge. Tachi will be there. Pops the ball to the side. Atomic in fields. Unfortunately, the invisible man is waiting for it. Tox is very low boost, and this has caused problems previously.
That was clutch. Oh my God.
I think Seiko would have been ready for it, and the boost has popped up at the perfect time for him. I think even he was expecting it, and now he's set it up for a chronic far side, and they keep it out.
Well, Seiko has tried to flip into the ball off the wall. He single jumped, so that's why Luna Galaxy ended up with a free ball like this. What a strange misplay for Seiko to be making, trying to dodge and just having that singular jump input. Did his thumb slip off the controller? Sweaty palms for Gentleman's definitely with this defensive position. Final 2 minutes, still that 1-goal lead intact for Luna Galaxy.
I like that play to get all the way back already.
Seiko, great second
Good
touch,
defense.
but just couldn't stick
That's
with
why.
it.
That's why I love that play right there.
They had to go, they had to respect it. And now
Wow,
a breakaway
they
here
playing
for
off the back
Gentleman's.
foot.
Chronic.
Good pinch.
Slows it up, plays it to himself. Now
Good
the
pinch.
chip
Oh my
miss.
gosh.
And off the backboard, they won't get the ball, but Juicy's touch isn't that great either. So now
Atomic is playing
Galaxy
huge right now.
moving forward, looks to try and put this one away. In comes Tox. Passes himself to the
Chat,
side.
this is it right here. This could be it.
Very little heavy commitments from him.
Whoa!
Tachi, what are you doing?
Oh!
In all sorts of trouble.
Oh my God, chat.
That's a great 1v2 play there by Tox, but it's actually crept off the goal line. He was in no man's land. Couldn't get the ball clear. And the whole Luna Galaxy lineup commit to the attack. It's 3-1. But another rare mistake for Gentleman. So it's actually just a little bit further back in his goal, or a little bit further back towards the back post there. That's an easy clear. But he crept, and he got caught out.
1 minute, 2 goals needed, almost a third. A Chronic looks to try and put this one away. Itachi passes, trying to get to Seiko.
Anything can happen in a minute, bro.
And none of it was fell for by Atomic.
Anything can happen in a minute. They just need 2
trying
goals.
desperately keep that ball in offense, get something, anything going. Infield, backboard, double. Seiko misses.
Oh, well, he got the first part right.
Man,
He
they
completely
hit.
fooled everybody with the self-pass off the backboard, but he missed hit the shot by a large margin.
Oh, what a play though. What a reset.
But
Oh,
there's
he
only
messed his teammate up.
5 seconds left.
Yeah, just keep cutting rotation if you're a Chronic. Make sure that they don't get it for free. And off the backboard, Itachi, we almost got in the way. Juicy goes for
There you go.
to the net. What a hit!
25.
Whoa,
Need 1
Gentlemen
goal in
needed something
25.
desperately. They have Juicy slotting the shot top pins. Atomic thought it was going the other way. That is brilliant placement by Juicy. When, you know, there wasn't going to be too much follow-up there. He needed to hit the target. That's exactly what he did.
I want to really highlight what Itachi managed to do there. Just completely fooled, made himself at least visible for Tox and completely put him off the clear. Itachi now reset past Seiko. That's on target, but it doesn't have enough on the shot.
Yeah, Chronic getting 2
That was
touches
second.
there.
Already?
Second one matched by Juicy. Seiko looking for Itachi with a pass.
Good
It's
cutoff.
blocked. A Chronic
Good
saw it
cutoff.
coming, and now here comes Atomic the other way. He beats the third man. It's off the
Game.
post.
Oh
And
my God.
it's game over. Only 1 second left in a 2-goal lead.
Luna Galaxy did it, bruh.
Oh, so very much. Atomic hat-trick hero.
Atomic went
And
huge
hero
this series,
to
chat.
Jobless as well.
Atomic
They needed
MVP this series
result.
right
They've
here.
got it. But Luna Galaxy have
What a
done
play.
this for themselves.
Oh my
They
goodness.
march on to the semi-finals.
Well, there's a lot of scenarios
Wow.
still alive right now in Europe. Thanks to the chaos.
This final series.
And chat, we know how this series go.
Electric quarterfinals.
And my homeboy
Saturday.
took a peek at this
All the
series.
accusations we get
I
over
want to
here
say
in
yesterday.
EU of Saturday being
At,
dull.
I
Nothing
don't know
of
where
the
it was at.
sort
I don't know,
over
we was either at
here.
his,
4 threes up and down the board almost.
Unionville or at
you know,
his,
pretty much everything is going right down to the wire either
or watching
way.
the fight
Luna
at the bar.
Galaxy.
I know, right? And I can't see this series being any
Or
different.
on the way there in the car. One of the
We've seen
three.
that a lot of these top teams also just fooled teams that previously
But
would have
it's
beaten
still gonna be
relatively
interesting to see, like, how it
routinely.
all
Going
went
to
down,
Game
Chat.
7, Fempoint and BDS could win it in the end. Vitality lost to Jobless. When did anybody expect that to happen? Luna Galaxy took down Gentlemates. And finally, we have a series of 2 Titans, and no one can choose who they think is going to be the winner. Like, it's gone down to the absolute line.
Already we've seen Archie let a ball roll.
Which is
across
crazy to
his
say,
card.
because
Turn
KC
around,
used to be the
just
favorite to
save it
win
instead of
every
batting it away as quickly as
doggone
he
match
can.
they had.
Oxygen are feeling
Now,
relaxed
hell nah.
in and among themselves, as we were seeing
Good
earlier.
redirect.
Meanwhile, KC, who have to do some defending here, are a tad more locked in, so we'll see which of those 2 mentalities will be the winner in this tournament.
Decent block coming out from Oski as well, diving in front of the board as quick as he can. Atto trying to pass it towards Rise, who has been resurgent, as has the entirety of Carmine Corp, because Cole, the start to this split could not have been worse, considering the fact they won all 3 open qualifiers in our first major.
It's insane. Not necessarily the drop-off.
Run that back.
All 3 open qualifiers in our first
Oh,
major.
they won the first 3.
It's insane. Not necessarily the drop-off, but just the fact that they managed to get in their own heads, and suddenly they're fighting just to get to Worlds and fighting to keep Oski's shot out. It was vatira diving into his own net. Not a bad goalkeeper to have. Here's Atto. He slows things down. He waits. The ball pops up. Joyo is rotating back, so Oski comes in. And Archie doing what he does, just staying forwards, hoping something's going to fall for him.
Good
It's been
demo.
a fantastic link in the play between his two teammates.
Been very impressive across the board
Good
recently
demo.
with these 2 teams, because they have made
can't
this
score that.
quarterfinals in remarkably different ways. Oxygen, they have come here after facing 2 of the top 4 and also become statistical leaders in that fact as well. Whereas KC was a little bit of an easier run, where they had to end up going through 14th, 16th and 19th in the event standings, or rather in this split standings so far, including a 19-1 goal differential over Novo. Very different ways of reaching here, very different ways of farming stats too. Oxygen much more impressive in the way that they could get to the top statistically, because of the quality of teams that they faced. How will that set them up for this quarter?
Reading that is so
How
fucking
apt as well,
crazy,
but it's
bro.
Former teammates all round. Of
I
course,
would
we
have never
have
guessed
Joyo,
it was gonna drop
Rise
right
and
there.
vatira opposite
Chat, y'all
him,
ever
but
find
also
yourself
Oski
just guessing where the
looking
ball
on
gonna
the
bounce
other
off the
side. He
wall?
left
Of
team
course, most of
clear
the time they
him.
interrupt
Oski was
it,
looking
but
around
you know what I'm
searching
saying,
for a
like.
team before landing on Oxygen. So it's about taking revenge, about making your case, about you were the better teammate. Right now it's Joyo trying to prove that he was. Back in the moist days for Rise, Joyo and vatira, and Joyo comes out on
Tough
top
shot
that
to make.
time.
It's also Rise previously being on Oxygen alongside
Oh, man.
Archie.
Good point. Forgot about that one.
Like, yeah, this is just, everybody is playing with everyone. These are their current iterations. In a year where we think, do you remember when these teams were these certain players? That was incredible. But regardless, yeah, facing off today, trying to get through to the Worlds as best as they can. As we go through the series and towards the end, we will confirm who is doing what, because there's quite a few permutations.
Excuse me, chat.
Depends then on how Oxygen
Oh, that's a
do
goal.
they make it. But a long shot from Atto isn't going to want to see Oxygen going to that major, as he sinks one with 1:45 remaining.
Yeah, that
That's
one
how-
won't change the permutations, but it will just give a little bit more calmness to Carmine Corp. Getting the first goal, just reminding everyone the stamp they have over here on EU, winning all 3 events last time around, as you mentioned, Stumpy. It's been quieter for them this time, but they have not become a bad team overnight. Now they try and double up his Rise, dancing with the ball on his nose. Gets into the backboard where Joyo takes it and sends it forward. Just trying to keep the momentum going for KC, but Archie
nah.
nips in.
Archie stop
vatira
that,
has to
baby.
be aware there, defending for Carmine Corp. Archie staying forward. And Joyo has some boost. It's exactly what he wanted. What can he do? Can he get over the top of Rise? Not on this occasion. His old teammate knows way too well what exactly he was attempting.
80 seconds remaining, and a very strong 50 from Oski in that back corner. Sends it back towards Archie. Central Joyo's there. Has so much space. An unmarked man snipes top bins.
It's just a clean as you like shot there from
Damn.
Joyo. vatira and Rise getting each other's way somewhat. Atta was going over boost pads to take him into the center of the goal, and that took him away from where Joyo was finishing. Far from an easy finish, but Joyo made it look so.
I mean, Joyo just waiting central, had the complete trust in Archie to send it towards him, who had complete trust in Oski to get that backwards towards himself. Lots and lots of teamwork being crucial so far for Oxygen, and we hit 1 minute remaining. That late
Chat, I
equals
love
coming
little
for
Joyo.
Oxygen.
Man, can't go wrong with
Vatira
Joyo.
clears
He
it away,
cool,
but Archie
cool as
is going to
fuck.
be a little bit of a pest. Sends it central. Archie
But
faking.
die hard,
Josky shoots.
die hard.
Vatira and
KC
Atto
fan,
and
die
team up
hard.
to clear that one
GG
away.
fan,
And a
man.
demo in the back line. Rise back to his old tricks and his former teammate. Rise to shoot. High again. The back net for Oxygen being besieged by the blue wall.
Ooh, that was awkward though from Oski. It's a chance for vatira to get it towards goal. It's saved away. He gets a bump. It bounces off him. Pinball everywhere. Joyo just pumps it
he
forward.
barely got that.
Desperate to get some clearance from their own goal in the ball. And thankfully for Oxygen, they survived. That could have gone either way. We could have had tearaway goals. We could have had bundled home finishes. In the end, it remains 1-1 with 15 seconds left.
Ridiculous that nothing ended up finding its way in. Joyo was backwards on that save as well, and he still turned around with enough power. But the final 10, we'd see a
We're going
powerful
to
shot
OT.
from one of these teams.
Look like
Archie
we're going to
backward.
OT.
Who's going to be there to receive? Oski down low, reset, no second touch. Joyo playing it safe. I don't mind it with vatira going up high, low boost to the floor. Overtime. A safety play from Oxygen secures them.
Everything at stake here for both teams as Archie gets it towards Oski. Oski tries to get the read and does. That one's high. Oxygen starting the overtime the better. Archie has the ball in the KC corner. Don't be surprised to see him going forwards with no boost. More than comfortable in that situation. Allows his teammates in, he gets it back towards Joe, gets over the top of vatira.
That was a good play. I don't know how they ain't scored that right there.
Rise trying to just claw his way back into the opposite half. Vatira moves 1, 2, gets the bump. Oski's there. Atto somehow hits the crossbar from a foot away. Does not matter. Wants to hear it clang with the winner.
Carmine Corp in their bid for the World Championships take first blood against Oxygen Esports. They had to do it through overtime.
But even still, man, that's on them, man. They just gotta play better, man. Knowing that it's gonna affect you at Major 2 and Worlds, you just gotta be better. It's that simple.
Going through.
That's on KC, man. It just gotta be better.
That then depends on how well KC end up doing in this event, which we'll tell you a lot more about tomorrow. But what it does mean is it gets a lot harder for Oxygen to make the World Championship.
Rise takes an early touch at the start of Game 2, Forbidden Temple. So we head to next. It's over the top of Archie. What's going to fall towards Atto? His touch was a little bit heavy. I wondered if he could have just struck there. I think he would have assumed that a defender was going to be closing him down. So instead, he does his best to keep the KC attack going.
Like that.
I mean, this first 30 seconds is going to be vital to seeing just how these teams are going to perform against each other. I think we're going to see a lot of high-flying mechanics as we would normally expect to see, but a long shot. Going to the opposite back corner. And
he didn't get the boost.
Is it prime for Oski to try and snipe him away? Rice stealing away 100 from his teammate. It's going to leave vatira in an awkward position trying to rotate back.
It's a decent start though for Oxygen. They survived that initial attack from Carmine Corp. Made a bit of luck with the shot.
It's a nice simple move.
They will be hurting after the end of that last game. It was definitely a chance for Joyo to take the win. We didn't get a chance to see it again, so I'm not sure if he definitely easily could have put it on target or if there was a defender coming in or something. I'm sure he'll be telling himself that there was. But whatever the case, Oxygen will have to dust themselves down here.
Oh my god. Now that's nice movement right there, baby. Fuck. Good defense.
Vatira with the cheek to go for it from that angle as well. Minute and a half elapsed. Rise wanting to challenge, but with no boost, he can't get it too much further as Joyo goes up, gets a clear away. Rise now back.
Ain't nobody gonna be there.
Archie is the first man to it.
Not in time, bro. Ain't nobody gonna be there in time.
Joyo,
good demo.
Gets rid of Rise. That backside is completely exposed at the moment.
It's big booming hits at the moment and clean touches rather than taking chances and 50-50s. Both teams seem to be content with that for now. We'll see which is the first to change their approach. As Oski charges down Vatira. Vatira does take a couple in the air dribble. Rise long again. Is Vatira waiting? He was, but he loses the ball. This is the chance if Joe can take out Atto. He can't do it. Atto's too quick. Defends it excellently as Archie prods to the side.
Yeah, going for the bump there as well is absolutely the right play. But
Beamers!
Oh! Joyo to save it.
Nice try. Hey, they passes be on point though.
Players. 2 minutes 15 has now gone. Atto trying to find this ball central. Unfortunately, Vatira was rotating back to allow Rise to come in. One to the ceiling, a reset down to the floor.
He tried to get that bump and couldn't get it.
But
Fuck.
the ideas and the vision are completely coming to form for Carmine Corp.
We are seeing a lot of in front of the ball play as well, going for these bumps. And I'd say when a game is as rotational as this one is and clean touches, one tiny bump can make all the difference. As you can see there, Archie having to dodge out Atto. He avoided it. And thus he was there defending the defender in front of him, helping them out, meaning there's 2 Oxygen defenders still in the net. So these little touches, little nudges could be key here as Rise and Oski go for the 50-50 as the flip reset there from Rise. Couldn't get it back towards the net. And now we have a counter. Joyo almost over the top of Atto. Oski's coming in,
good
no
pass.
boost.
Good cutoff. Even better cutoff.
Archie does make sure that he manages to get that touch nice and high. Joyo removes Vatira from the pitch. Rise rather. Vatira then going for that save instead. Rise challenging, trying to get it past Oski. He does so. Joyo has to swipe him from the side. And you're saying about playing in front of the ball. That is Rise's MO. He's been playing in front of the ball whenever he feels confident. And he is certainly feeling confident today.
Here comes Joyo though. Gets it almost cleanly around Atto. Dangerous times for Carmine Corp. This game's starting to bleed down to its dying end. So we have a goal here. It could be big. There was a bump and there was a finish.
There was also a pretty devilish mistouch from Vatira in the back. Sends it to the corner, but can't turn around fast enough. Even if Vatira is able to get there for the block, there was still Joyo coming in. Atto, I don't think, could have got there quick enough. A misplay from the veteran.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as Vatira makes that mistake, you get 2 Oxygen players swarming him. That's where confidence comes in, belief in your teammates. There's a shot there, though, from Rice. Off the kickoff, Atto's coming in. Joyo charges him down this time. Is anybody helping him out? Joyo gets half an extra touch. Vatira was waiting for it. A huge boost steal yet again. It's all Oxygen for now. Archie's left pretty much stranded. Rise, vatira to his left. Rise has to go solo as the angle doesn't work out for him. And Archie, using that 100 boost that he had, was able to nip in there and get it. So far, Stumpy, Oxygen looking fairly comfortable in game 2 defensively.
Yeah, defensively, but offensively, they've not had a huge amount of chances. To Oski sends another one to the backboard. Vatira can
Oxygen's in a nice set.
Finds Rise,
Like,
double touch. No,
Oxygen not
is going to
trash.
be intercepted. Oski to touch it down towards Joyo. Touched it down towards himself, in fact, but Vatira there to get the technical save, but more of just a collection.
It's nice from Joyo using all of his boost to get the force little pinch there in the side wall. Sent it forward to his teammate, but it wasn't to be. But that's good enough for Oxygen right now. They'll know they have the time. But they can't allow Carmine Corp to come forward too often the way they are right now. Rise sends it up. Vatira has a clean shot. It's saved again from Oski. Falling down. Archie did it earlier. Now Oski's at it. Atogo goes for the bump. Joyo,
I like what he did right there. About to say, okay, I ain't gonna get the demo. I'm gonna bump you. I'm gonna just sit underneath you after you fall down. Good bump.
As far as he can. Ato's coming in. Archie again on top of the goal. It's Vatira's turn this time. Vatira waiting for Rise. Vatira comes in.
Everyone.
Forced upwards. Is there any boost left? Is there any saves left? Archie can't go to the ball. Vatira's blocking him.
He kept it up.
Vatira keeps it up, Stumpy.
It's going down.
Somehow, but Oski, the final man to touch the ball before the ground. That was frantic defense from Oxygen, and you said with a minute left, they look pretty comfortable in defense. That was
1-1.
anything but.
1-1.
13
You said
shots
Juan.
in their favor in the end, compared to just 7 from them previously. I think a couple of weekends ago, we had that Saturday and the Sunday where we didn't even get a game 7. It is so much closer when it comes down to the end of the season. Vatira wants to remove Oski just to get rid of some of those pesky little plays these Oxygen players go for. But right now, as you say, Cole, complete parity
Nice
between
stop.
these teams. Still a 50-50 as far as I'm concerned for who's going
good
to win.
bump in.
Archie trying to bump,
Way to
but
get up.
the
Oh,
speed from Oski is
what a
not
play
there
by
as he's
Atal.
low on boost with the runaway play.
I'd say in a series like
Atal.
this where no individual
Atal.
player is
My
popping
fault.
off, it's all very team-based saves and goals, right? I would say players like Archie, players like Rise, who
What
were
a play
talking
by
about earlier,
Atal.
playing in front of the
That
ball and going
was-
through those
yeah,
bumps,
'cause
they could be the key here.
no way they
Is
shouldn't
Rise
have
able
scored
to
right
take that
there.
split
Oh
second
my
longer
gosh.
of time to
He had him locked
fake
down for
someone
a
out
minute.
or take a control that other people are expecting him to boom.
Oh, wait, this man still
As I
got
say
control
that,
of
a
the ball.
mechanical
Flip
play
recess
almost
is so
works from
clutch, bro.
Ato. Doesn't quite that time. Rise to the ceiling. Archie clears it. And we're back to square one.
Yeah. Oh, excellent clear as well, like bouncing just short of the opposition's back wall. Rise gets rid of Joy.
Man,
from
I
the
wish
pitch.
I
There's
had
gonna be
alpha
a little
boost.
bit of that pressure coming through.
Oh,
Archie with a lot
God.
of boost to his name. Has to get round Vatira, steals that back boost. Going to be setting up Oxygen for an extended play as all three had
I
100
say don't let
boosts
him
for a
double
while.
tap.
Oh man, Archie is just refusing to leave the play. He steals the boost, he nips in ahead of the pass, then he gets the fake. It allows Enjoyo in the end via a touch
Vachi.
from Oski, does it? No, Joyo was all the way back. I assumed he'd be coming onto that, such as the pace that Oxygen play at. Instead, though, he has
Oh, Ato!
the extra game
Beamer!
played to perfection.
Oh my gosh, the battling Belgian.
Wait, did he get the bump on him?
Sieges the Oxygen goal, the reset over the top
Nah,
with
he
a
didn't get the
second
bump on him.
touch. And
But he
bump
scored
for
that
good
hole.
measure.
Good shit.
Carmine called the lead with 90 seconds gone. We saw
Got
so
the drop
much
off on
pressure
him.
from Oxygen on that Carmine Corp side, and
Good D.
it all came to naught.
Have they scored more
As
than
soon
one
as you
goal,
take that
Chet?
valve off, Carmine Corp are going to punish you. They have
Well, they
the
scored 2 in the
ability.
first one, right?
And suddenly the mechanical plays are making sense. They open the floodgates defensively. Oski
2 to 1.
back.
Was the first one 2 to 1?
Does he know he just wants to stare on the eyes of Vatira, try and make him make a mistake. Here's Oski. He gets his shot off in the end. Vatira can't get the save. The crossbar though can. Here comes Joyo.
Good defense!
Yes, again. The man is everywhere.
A low boost save as well. He had to get something on it and get into a good place because he could not get any semblance of a follow-up.
Don't
Archie
nothing give me
bumping
more
Oski
hype
away.
than
Joyo now
defensive
fully back with
stops,
100
bro.
boost. And Joyo
When
has
I'm playing.
been the third man time and time
And in
again.
this
We've
game, but
seen
defense so, bro.
teams where he is the third man that have not excelled. On Moist, he became the third man, and that was not how they were meant to play. But Joyo's got 2 better teammates this time. I just hate to see him stuffed back in a cupboard.
Well, Oski puts it to the corner for now. Joyo does have to sit back for a little while because his team are doing all sorts of defending. They're trying
Yeah,
to
get the bully in.
force some
Get the
pinches
bully in.
together, the bot pinches, but the ball's going nowhere. There was no momentum on it for that to work.
Good
Now
Vachi.
they're double committing in the air. As Oski just pulls rank, slows it down, gets a flip reset almost over the top of Vatira. But it's looking better for KC right now, if you ask me, Stumpy.
Yeah, Casey, I think, have a little more shape to their game. We're seeing Oxygen be somewhat more stretched, and I think sending a
Oh my
confidence
God.
to Atto, moving each other from the pitch, and then Oski.
The fact that they was even on
exiting,
target.
Vatira also departs. Joyo having to get out the call Archie out the way to try and get hit the
He
ball
tried to
past
get the
him.
musty.
But it really just did not go anywhere.
He
2
tried
minutes
to
now,
get the
ticking
musty.
down. Who's going to be central for this ball? Is Atto there
Oh,
first?
good demo.
Sends it sidewall, but Joyo has read him wonderfully. If that's on target, that's a goal. Joyo read the position of the ball. He just did not have the composure to shoot on target.
Okay, never mind.
Smallest of moments are going
I thought it was
against
coming.
Oxygen right now, and they're going for
It's used so
Carmine
much.
Corp. And that is the difference between these two teams. Atto has been instrumental in forcing that to happen. Rise gets a block in. Atto tries to get it over the top of Archie. Instead, the ball just falls towards Rise, who booms long. Everyone's pretty low right now. Vatira uses all of his boost, pre-flips towards it. That's going to slow him down. Maybe should have just allowed himself to fall and maybe wave dashed out the play. So instead, Oski can send them back. Is Carmine Corp happy to do some defending for now? Stealing the boost. Joyo goes to the sky. They're closing him down in the air so quickly.
It's 80 seconds as Atto wants to hold on to this 1-goal lead, maybe make it 2 for Vatira. Vatira 40 boost. Nobody, I feel like in any of the matches this entire weekend, has really stayed on like 80 plus boost for a long time. Boost has been at such a premium in Europe.
I concur completely, yeah. Shout out Rlcs for adding that, because I'll tell you, as a caster, it just makes everything so much easier. As a viewer, it's huge as well. So Archie sends that one to the backboard. Joyo misses. Archie wanted to get it towards Oski. Vatira could be in here. Can he get around the ball? He can. Oski saves it wide. Archie has to avoid putting in an own pass. Joyo comes away with it.
That was incredibly spooky. Not the one, but Joyo had the chance. Tap and smash. Atto's there to receive the ball on the goal line. A drop down, not quite read from anybody on Oxygen. Vatira has to receive it. Then Rise goes up. Burning boost a mile a minute right now on this pitch.
It's so awkward though right now. One tiny little miss and everyone's left stranded. Archie gets the double.
Clutch.
He's not got the finish though.
Clutch.
That was the
That was
chance.
tough. That's a tough shot to make, though.
Boost
You can't, hey,
everybody
man.
on Oxygen as they then fall back in line on defense. Final 10, ticking down. Archie
That's a tough
gets that
ass
ball,
shot to
sends
make.
it long. Low boost for Oski, so he just has to agonizingly wait.
Archie, wow, sends that one. Clatters it
God.
back down to the blue hole. Does that allow them in? No, it doesn't. Because the composure
Low scoring
was
game.
perfect right at
Defensive
the end,
games.
And Carmine Corp take the third.
This is stressful. Every single player,
my
low
goal
boost
right there,
seemingly
baby.
at any given
Man.
moment.
Middle of this sprint
Damn, Joyo.
is gonna be
88
possible,
points is fucking
Stumpy.
crazy.
You feel that if they are to make worlds, they have to win this series. It's just the inkling that I'm getting that Oxygen are going to be a top 8 LAN team, at least in London. You have to keep them away, and so far Carmine Corp are doing their job.
And then keeping that faith and that momentum just is going to be so important, especially for a new team. I appreciate every team in Europe is new at the moment, but the fact that you're going to be having, apart from Vitality, all these changes around is going to be a scary moment. There's a lot to be learned.
So get your motherfucking hands off
with
me.
the first 30 seconds gone, Oxygen need to make sure they're kicking themselves into gear and make sure that they win this one out for their own hopes towards that World Championship.
After this, I will be live
Carmine
streaming.
Corp
Me and
better
my
start
cousin
this
gonna be
game better
playing.
again until Archie
Long
nicks
shot.
it
Fuck!
out of nothing and shoots 1 shot, 1 goal.
Took a little while, but Oxygen are
Yeah,
back
I
in
will
the
be live
scoring.
streaming. Me and my
Joyo
cousin
sends it
gonna be
across,
playing
and
Rocket
Atto
League. So,
cannot
y'all want to
outspeed
stay tuned and watch that
Archie.
shit. By all means.
There you go. Easy as you like. Oxygen, they defend for a bit. They keep Carmine Corp away. And suddenly they get an easy goal. That is the game plan to a T. Now, can Oxygen attack from the front? You can't see them trying to defend here. That's just not the way they play. It's not in their DNA. But Carmine Corp, they're not going to fear it.
God!
It's so simple from Vatira.
Vatira is vile. And going to the ceiling, just the disgusting play of faking it out completely. Then as he lands, the ball on his hood, tipping it onward. 1-1 and a little bit of class from both sides.
That's what I'm talking about.
You were.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oxygen, and then brilliance there.
Okay, yeah. So game 1. This remind me of game 1. So game 1 was a 2-1 victory. I don't remember if it was in OT or just a regular end of the regular regulation. But
teams, Carmine Corp are up there, but with Oxygen,
they really haven't
it's
scored
brand
more
new
than
blood.
1
They're
goal
trying to
this
make sure
series,
that they
chat.
are not just letting the old guard sit
What a
anywhere
defensive
near the
series.
top.
We love that.
10 has elapsed. Joyo is found by Oski. Archie's up from that doing, taps it down, but Vatira a pre-jump to stop that one from flying home.
Atto was watching
He need to
behind
boost pop. He
Vatira,
need to boost
hoping
pop.
that
He need to boost
he'd be able
pop.
to get something on this one. He still may, trying to charge down Joyo, and that does seem to be a staple of Carmine
Clutch.
Corp. As soon as Joyo gets the ball, wherever he is on the pitch, you close him down. You do not let him past you or out of your sight. Two Carmine Corp players bumping into each other in their own corner is never ideal. Joyo's there, and he does have some time to himself. He has Archie in the center, tries to get it
Nice
to him.
clear.
Atto does
I
his
give
best
him
to
time to
clear
get
it.
boost.
Actually does pretty well from an awkward position. It's not either team really having dominance in this one. They're both trying to sort of wrestle it in the midfield.
Well, I think both teams are trying to push it past that midfield line, and then both teams are stopping the other one from doing so. The wrestles are coming in from everywhere. 2 minutes now has gone with Rise and a miss. It then opens things up a little bit for Oxygen. A failed bump coming through. Oski down central, but with Joyo again just a little bit pushed further back than maybe his teammate would have liked. Archie is going to be chilling somewhere near the back. Joyo, he really could have been further in there.
Yeah, it's not for the first time as well where we're thinking, Joyo, you could be just that little bit further forward, that little bit more aggressive. They've conceded goals from it in this very event, in this very match. But they can only continue pushing forwards. Oski clears it long. Joyo is behind him again. Oski does some maneuvering to get it towards Archie. And I'll tell you what a finish that is.
Oh,
That was a nice ass play by Oski.
Slotted, top corner. Oski faking it out too. Actually goes for the ceiling. Reminiscent of Squishy going for that shot all those many years ago.
That was a nice play by Oski, bro.
And Archie finishing it ever so sweetly. Cherry on top corner.
Oxygen fighting to get back into this one. To put everything back in their own hands. Here comes Rise, flip resets over the top of one. It was almost creeping into the far corner. vatira into the center. Archie has to be confident that nobody is there. And Archie, so spatially aware at all times, waits his turn, musties it into blue territory, and suddenly yet again it's Oxygen that are attacking.
Archie really has been superb this entire series. I think he'll be thinking that he's had a series of his, not of his life necessarily so far. We've still got a lot of games to come, but very impressive one nonetheless. But Oxygen is still losing the series, winning this game currently, 2-1. vatira wanted to work around the side of one. Atto now up with space, with no boost, unfortunately. All of that going in the tank of Archie.
Yeah, Archie, by the way, as well, who went all the way up, got the block, and fell.
This game probably going to end 2-1.
So hugely efficient.
Yeah.
Well, how low scoring it's been, this game, Oxygen might have just won with that right there. It's probably going to end 2-1. Chat, you know what the problem is? You know what I haven't seen a lot of from KC? In these past 3 games. It ain't just been this one. A towel? A toe? Not my fault, not even a toe. It was a toe at first.
And vatira's in again, but that could have gone either way. It still might until Joyo saves.
I mean, you're completely right about that boost play. The team that's more efficient with boost here is going to be the benefactor.
No, it was Rise. It was Rise, chat. It was Rise.
Going to be able to save it away.
I haven't seen Rise get a lot of demos, bruh. I haven't seen him go for demos like that.
In the center without a little bit of interruption from opposing players as well as his teammate.
It's a little bit awkward for Karmine Corp. They can see the time ticking away. They want to get this one back as soon as possible. Rise takes a couple of touches, a little bit of control, but it's not going to be enough.
Have they really strayed away from the demos, man?
Clearance. Makes things awkward for Atto.
I mean, that shit helps. You playing against top-notch players.
Joyo was there waiting. Joyo vatira. Did he tackle out Atto as well? Atto to the backboard. Joyo finishes the clearance. This one might be the winner, but vatira saves.
I mean, that was KC putting on the big press. Then suddenly they have to rush back in a foot race. Final 15. Atto left-hand side challenged with Oski going up high. Gets the beaten out, actually. Rise sends up high, gets Archie in the middle. Rise again has been repeatedly the man trying to be the playmaker. Goes central with it. What a pinch to the middle, but Atto is not receptive to it.
It still might lead to something though. vatira has this touch. He tries to get it towards Rise, but it's a little bit heavy, Stumpy, and that will be
it was going to end 2-1, chat.
Right.
I haven't seen Rise get a lot of demos, bro.
So,
okay.
For the
I have not seen Rise get a lot of demos
last year, as we are currently.
So I'm thinking they strayed away from demos, bro. I'm thinking that's what the problem is.
So Hogan mod.
So there's that factors in too. But on top of that, like I haven't seen Rise
or maybe top 4, but
or Atto get a lot of demos.
If KC win here.
If
I've seen vatira go for him, but not get him.
They don't win the event. Then we're going to need
but that's also not really vatira's style. You know what I'm saying?
To get through to the top 2 to make worlds.
Like everybody demos, don't get me wrong, but like that's not what vatira is known for.
Oxygen need to win London in order to make worlds.
Wild.
So if KC win, their journey is infinitely harder compared to then if Oxygen do end up winning out in this individual series. They just need to make top 8 at minimum to then make worlds.
Oh, they gotta win.
I mean, the best storyline here is KC win this event, then Oxygen win the next event. But, you know, maybe that's asking for too much from the gods of Rocket League and the scriptwriters.
Yeah, Gibbs couldn't script that one, but that is a very awkward little team passing play that they did not want. coming out from Oxygen. Left wall now sees Joyo, only sent it as far as vatira, who has been a pre-jumping menace.
Yeah, you gotta be against Oxygen.
Good double tap.
There, look at this first touch from vatira and just take us through it from there.
Going with that reset over the top of Oski and then shies away from the ball because Atto is suddenly in. Alley-oops it, backboard bound, down, and thank you very much. A goal in a minute.
That had everything. That had the first touch, it had the flip reset, it had the comms to cool Atto on. Just a class Rocket League goal and a reminder, if we needed it, how dangerous Carmine Corp could well be if they do make it to the World Championships. Here comes vatira again. He gets the reset.
Fuck!
He's just bullying the
Ran out of
Rangers
boost.
coming in. Somehow Oski gets the stop.
Son of a bitch.
Oski gets the stop, but then there's a double miss in favor of Oxygen, or rather against Oxygen from both of their players. Archie has to get something from this.
There go the demo. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're seeing KC back to their very best, at least at the start of this game. This is a beautiful performance from them so far. And Oxygen themselves now have to go up the gears just in order to compete. Here's Archie. He gets the faintest little touch on that one. That's exactly what he wanted, to pop it up. Joyo's in there. And Joyo can wait for a second to watch Rise beat his teammate to the ball. More danger now. Joyo is coming back. Oski had retreated wisely, and Carmine Corp had to slow down.
If you look at Rise in that position, vatira's up to bump Joyo. Look at Rise in that position. The ball was, I think, technically going towards him. He completely ignores it. He does not care about it. He goes for a bump, but doesn't get the bump, and so instead then goes for the boost and sets up all of this extended play just from Rise going away from the ball, but with a complete
Going on defense.
Oxygen. It's a couple of sending the player to it, and then finally they get their goal.
Oxygen fight for their lives, and then they thrive. They had to make so many saves, and in the end, it was just a clean.
Shit, if he keep going at this
from
rate,
them to get the assist for Oski. And there, of course, Stumpy, who else for the tap
in case he win
was Archie.
4-3. You know what I'm
Tapping
saying?
Merchant, the world-leading tapping merchant. By
They've been
his own
going 1 for 1
recognition.
the whole time.
Oski from that backboard needs to attempt to try and get another one.
Look,
Going for
Musty.
one Musty into Archie. Joy's a little bit further back, but I don't
Tried
think
to
that
get
position
the,
considering how
redirect,
far both of
but
his
couldn't
teammates
get
are
it.
pushed in. Oski with the pre-jump, round one.
It was a little
Chance
too
for
high.
Joy now to come central. Taps it down, but Atto reads him to a T.
Mate, I'm telling you, though, vatira could have scored that from down the other end. It wasn't a full psycho, but it was the same sort of touch. If vatira had got it off the back of Oxygen almost scoring, could have been absolute pandemonium. One of those games where all these players are fully fit and firing now. The mechanics are working. They're all playing like we know they can, so any second a crazy goal may go in, especially with this man on the ball, vatira, but he's charged down by Oski. Was going high. Oski goes for it himself. He uses all of his boost. He just faked out the player. But now Atto comes forward. Joyo already up. Joyo has to get this one to the side. Can't do it. Atto gets it towards vatira. Vatira to the side this time. And KC playing with their food at the moment.
I mean, these touches are making everybody jump, and I think this food may well just bite back. Oski trying to go for one reset, can't get around the side of Rise. Vatira gets rid of Oski. And Archie now getting rid of that ball. Oski with this respawn has to make contact. Does so. Joyo on his push back. Needs to go towards that ball, does so as well. That was a very sketchy moment because that demo, as you were saying earlier, Cole, opened them up completely. And Atto to vatira rises up to shoot.
Let's go.
Another bump. Aggression. Wrestling players out on the orange net.
We won't see it in this replay, but all of this started about 30 seconds ago when Oxygen
And good bump.
in KC's half, they went for an area.
Good bump by
and we've
Vati.
seen time and again how effective they can be. But Rise, the absolute bravery of their man, completely reads it, just charges towards where the ball already is, clears it back, and eventually he's the one who ends up scoring.
That movement crazy.
Oxygen chasing this one goal now. Whoever wins this game is going to be going towards that series point. So important for different reasons. We've gone through it a couple of times. Just remember it from this point on. If not, we'll tell you in a minute. vatira shooting towards that top corner. Archie pinching it out. Atto again. Archie then dives towards the bottom corner. A double save, keeping Oxygen alive.
Yeah, but they have to do more than survive. They have to fight back. 2-1 down still. Not much time left. Joyo wants to get this touch. It's read yet again by Carmine Corp. Joe goes back, searching for boost. He's taken out the game by vatira. And Oski starved as well. Carmine Corp doing everything right. Game management to a T. Atto goes for a musty flick. He didn't quite have the time to make it. And Archie should be able to clear this one towards Joyo.
Joyo back towards Oski and Archie, but now he has to track back as Vatira and Rise are on the prowl. A direct shot. Vatira wanting to instead go for that double. Atto central. No one's there to receive it, but Karmine Corp do not need to push that far up.
This series is hella fucking good.
Here's Rise up against Joyo. Joyo gets the shot, but it's not
Vatira
strong
almost
enough.
made a fucking
Oski
mistake.
has a pass in the center.
Damn.
Joyo again. What's Archie gonna do? He's gonna follow
Nice
this
shot
one up.
on
Is he not
goal.
gonna be able to?
fuck?
One more pass. Stumpy, it has to be now for Oxygen.
Now or never, 10 seconds remaining. Rise central. Ball back towards the middle. Archie with control. Oski, 100 boost. Dives off the wall. Doesn't go anywhere near the ball.
Joyo towards Archie. He's got nothing. He just has to pray that he beats Vatira.
Hello.
He does though. Joyo has a chance.
That shit dropped.
Beats him to the punch.
Let's go.
Karmine Corp have game point in their hands.
If Rise does not occupy that exact series of pixels in that moment, that is an equalizing.
One game
goal.
away.
And Oxygen have taken a timeout to decompress from there. Casey are
One game
straight
away.
up. This is the game number 6. Neo Tokyo is lit up. 2 minutes have elapsed. Timeouts are completed. And Oxygen are battling for that game 7, the third of the day. And Karmine Corp would love to end it here. Worlds and the Major on the line for these teams respectively.
It's France versus the UK as well. As Joyo gets his catch, they'll believe they're going to London, but they'll want so much more Oxygen. But they're going to have to take the long road. Potentially if KC continue playing the way they are. Here's Atto. Wants to get this ball early on, but Joyo just clears it long. Rise with a clean first touch. Archie should be able to.
I remember for the longest time I
Not too much
wanted to
glean from
finish.
The first 30 seconds is pretty even between the two teams.
It's going to see Rise going for those devos
Oh,
again.
good
And
redirect.
Atto, wild shot.
Yeah, for the longest time I wanted to finish. I could not get the finish cause, so I had to play with the Octane for a long fucking time, bro. And nah.
Karmine Corp has been astonishing.
That could have been what KC were discussing, that every time they do take an Oxygen player off the pitch, suddenly things open up. Taking that risk, moving forwards after, instead of rotating out of the play immediately as Joyo has to really force something wide. That's so difficult.
The audacity of that play, Joy, to air dribble it towards your own backboard to then pinch it away. What I would give to see Joyo just have an insane goal in this series. But Karmine, they want him to be shut down.
Well, here comes Vatira. So far, KC doing a great job of shutting Oxygen down. It's all been played now in the orange half, a minute and a half in. Joyo, though, does bundle his way forward. Archie's in here. What can he cause for his team?
One
He
too
gets
many.
one touch too many. Exactly, that's painful.
Yeah, one too many, but Oski's going to be there. Shoots just higher than
Good
it
defense.
as we Rise.
All right.
Also darting across. If you want that shot, you need to shoot it low. Rise is backboard anyway. Low is going to be the hardest one for him to get to. Joyo going for a musty, but a disappointing touch from him. Oski reset towards the backboard. A 50, a dunk. Oh, yes! Large Oscar flexes his muscles.
Just out of nothing. It seemed like this one would be forced to the side, but Oski is too strong, is too powerful, and is too aware where Rise was putting that ball.
That's crazy.
Large Oscar
That's
beats
fucking
that
crazy.
one home. Minute 45 elapsed. Oxygen gunning for game number 7.
Here comes Rise, though. He wants to get this catch. Is it a flick reset? No, he tries to dunk Joyo straight back after what Oski just did to him. This time it's personal as far as Rise is concerned. Let's get the ball back for now. Vatira's going for bumps, playing in front of the ball. Joyo gets the save to the top. Rise is coming in.
Save.
He wants to find Vatira, but Vatira's all the way back.
But then I think that was Archie helped them out a little bit, sent the ball back over towards Vatira. And this attack is still continuing. Rise ceiling double is going to be...
Oh!
Underneath Joyo, it is speed from the man.
You do not dunk Rise and expect him not to clap back. This is a man who can always return a punch.
Oh my, what a goal.
Right, approaching our
What a
end of the game.
goal.
Again,
What?
we are drawn level. And Oxygen, they're wanting to make sure that their goal from earlier on is going to be the one where they don't need to fight too much harder. They know it's going to be a horrible fight. But if they can just get this game 7, everything opens right back up again. Because game 7 seems to be the great equalizer in Rocket League.
Archie does his best to keep that one as safe as possible. Better for him is that Joyo's now coming in, but it's saved by Atto. Sends that one forward. It's pretty awkward at the moment for Oxygen, actually. They're all beginning a big attack. One little touch had to send them scrambling backwards. Here's Atto again. Vatira's waiting for the ball. Vatira's ignored.
Interesting.
When Oxygen expected that he'd be gone for.
I mean, that was the idea, right? Like, he was in such an obvious position, you may as well try and just do something a little bit different. And Atto being experimental with it. Joyo sending it long, but to Atto. a player he would absolutely not want to give the ball to. Left-hand wall has Oski challenging him, falls perfectly to Rise. vatira is now central. Rise attempts to go solo for a little while until Joyo picks it up. 100 boost missed from Archie. He can still get the shot towards the target, but vatira is that next man to touch it. 2 commit, and suddenly a rush back towards the orange half.
Yeah, Oxygen were rushing there. Archie stole the boost and was going for a bump, and suddenly Oxygen had players both saying, yeah, we can score this. But you can't double commit in your opponent's corner, especially when it's Carmine Corp. Thankfully for Oxygen, they continue to survive, but KC now have the bit between their teeth. Joyo has to get this ball away. Has to keep his composure, he does. But Rise gets the read.
It seems like the first to get 2 points wins the game.
And
So
Archie sends it, not for the first time, safely into that corner.
But Atto's been waiting in that corner, lurking. vatira shooting top
oh,
corner.
they stopped
Archie,
that.
and just sits nicely in there as Oski clears that one away. 30 boost. vatira can't get to it. Atto for the double. Goes down a snipe, and Archie again is the one to make contact.
Yeah, but Oxygen are just praying for these boosts to respawn. Joyo grabs one, and Joyo's pre-flip is true. Gets the middle boost as well. That may just calm down
That's good.
Oxygen as long as Oski gets this clearance. He does, but Rise was already there, and Atto steals another one. Suddenly the boost is back in KC's hands. Atto gets
What?
Let's go!
Brilliant to maybe send KC to Worlds.
Atto and his angles are sublime. What a touch from the corner, inverts the play entirely, turns it on its head, and Carmine Corp rush towards a victory in Game 6.
The man scored the goal of the tournament in Copenhagen on Neo Tokyo with that floor pinch. And now he's back for more from afar this time. Joyo's coming in, could equalize straight away. It's over the top of vatira. vatira had to get Carl on ball. Managed to do it. Here's Joyo. Oxygen desperate to get this goal. Joyo tries to get the block. Not quite able to from Archie's shot. And Rise is coming in. Rise gets it wide.
It was a neat pass back, but unfortunately for them, just did not lead to much. Joyo central on target, above. vatira is tripped up by Archie. 2-2, 20 seconds left.
Oh man, Rise's clearance wasn't good enough. Atto wasn't quick enough. Joyo, you think his shot's not powerful enough, but when vatira can't get across because of the bump, anything could have gone in.
Damn.
Final 20. Again, we are drawn level. Right-hand side with Atto going for the one. He's had
They
a
said,
match
nope,
bang
not
earlier
yet.
on. Can he secure himself another?
They said not yet.
Final 10. Joyo backboard. Overtime is looming. Gets bumped out of the way. Oski clips it onward. Anything away from that orange half is good for Oxygen right now, because we know how good Rise and vatira are at 0.
Yeah, Rise is 100 boost, but surely no angle. He's got no way to break through. He gets so close. 5 more seconds. Maybe Carmine Corp would have had that. Instead, it's OT.
Oh,
Lovely kickoff. Oski now with a little bit of boost, flicks it round, but vatira waits very patiently at the back. We've seen players trend up from those positions. You don't want to do it on those kickoffs. Make sure that you just chill a little bit closer towards your own goal, and KC have learned that lesson. Joyo erroneously gives that ball away, gets faked out. 100 boost. Atto is then on it. Oski, a technical shot, but vatira easily saves it. Sees Rise on the side, sees vatira, sees net, but victory is not in their sights just yet.
Oski should be able to get this touch, and he does. There's nobody in front of him now. All KC back in their half. All of Oxygen the same.
ball.
Joyo is up. vatira's bumping him away. He and Archie go. Atto can maybe get through. He rises the chance to kill. It's saved by Oski.
Oski manages to clear that one away and then becomes a bit of an annoying nuisance in that back corner. Atto ceiling, 30 boost, rises there with 100. Oski with none, throws himself in front of that ball.
Heroic defending from Oxygen, and Carmine Corp have to launch another attack. This time it's Rise, again forcing those flip resets, getting himself forward on the right wing. But Oski has a chance to counter. He almost gets over the top of Atto, and Carmine Corp are remembering their defensive responsibilities.
With enough boost, Archie could pitch that one central, but used 100 to do
set
so.
my heart beating.
The Archie from earlier on, who was being
My heart
so
pounding.
efficient with his boots, just used a lot for very little gain.
Damn.
Well, that's a chance maybe for vatira that could have caught Oxygen off guard. That demo certainly will. Oski,
Double demo.
an awkward angle, no boost, a horrible position to defend from.
Rise
Somehow he
missed it.
finds a way, and now
Archie.
Archie has a chance. He fakes the flick. It's in the post. Joyo's coming in. Oh man, that could have gone either way. Oski this time to the ceiling. It's not going in just
Oh,
yet.
good hit.
So stayed alert to pop away the clearance for Rise. Gets a flip reset towards it. Joyo saves.
No one expected that flip from Archie. I don't think Archie did either. vatira challenging Joyo on target.
Nice, Atto.
Rise and Oski would move each other. It's a brief 2v2. Who's going to be winning out? It's Archie again to intercept. The defense from the Englishman is divine.
Here comes Joyo, has to do more than defend. The ceiling with him, he gets the dunk. Is anyone arriving? Who read it for Oxygen? Nobody is the answer, so vatira can clean up, tee up Rise. Archie's there on the goal line. The first touch is perfect. Keeps himself behind the ball as long as possible, but so is able to nip in. Joyo tries to get it towards Archie, who manages to. Finds the ramp as well. Rise has to stare upwards and get something on the ball to keep Oxygen away for now.
2.5 minutes already elapsed in game number 6. Everything, as we've been saying, is on the line here. Oscar wanting to go for a pinch, does get it round, but with no boost. He's going to have to retreat back. That mid is going to be his. Atto with 0 towards the ceiling. It's going to take a little while to fall straight back down. Archie, opportunity, goes central with it. Oh, Oscar would have loved for that to have been a little bit lower, just so he could power it on a defenseless and vatira towards that back blue side.
Yeah, a little bit lower, a little bit higher. Hitting the ceiling as well could have been deafening as far as KC were concerned, but not quite to be. Just in that worst position as far as the pass went. Oski, he gets that one towards two KC players who both have full boost. It's the real chance. Atto can get it now. Rise, it's safe for Vatira.
Yes, sir! Come on! Come on! Come on! Turn me up! Turn me up!
It has become infinitely harder for Oxygen now to make worlds. Their performance needs to double. They need to get 2
what I'm talking about.
As Carmine Corp.
Who else?
A late season
Who else?
With a break.
Yes.
Basically. For everyone who are freaking out just so much. Carmine Corp have just made it so that Oxygen, if they want to make worlds, right now, they need to make minimum top 2 in London. If they make the major. Which they're likely to do, but if they make the major, Jobless could still go sicko mode tomorrow.
Me no go ever like she different. Shawty out here dancing like a vixen. She said my shoes like Richard Nixon, but I forgot to put her in my mentions.